Welcome to another special overtime workout training exercising to the mountain. We go at the top here from the base of the mountain. We made it, and we're gonna change the route a little bit. We're gonna go from right here. We're gonna go roundabout to the mountain. We're at the base of the mountain, Mount Royal, and we're gonna go roundabout. This here building I really love, LOV, this building. And of course, before I proceed, I gotta see how long it took me to get here, because of course I took a longer route. I did a little bit of snakes. Basically I zigzagged a little bit. So now we're here. Look at this beautiful building. That will be a headquarters of the dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom. Dancing goddess, that DGA Dragonami, support the dream. So let's see, it is 4:34, so we're gonna be a good 3 hours. So 1 hour and 42 minutes and about 11 kilometers, maybe 13.3, 13.4, 13 point more, maybe 13.3, 13.4, 13 point more. 1 hour and 42 minutes. So more than an hour and a half already on the march. Today, as always, gratitude first and foremost. Today is every day of the week. Rock and roll, rainbow, dragon vlogs, marching vlogs, encouraging all to work out, train, exercise. Look at the beautiful blue. We're gonna take pictures for that social media, and once I get on that mountain on a sunny day, first one of 2024. Short sleeves, let's flex a bit. On a fitness journey since I got out of depression 6.5 years ago when I crossed Canada coast to coast. And before I go into that rock and roll discussion, don't mind me, I got Asperger's, I'm an Aspie, so I might repeat things twice, 3 times, and if I diverge into my obsessions, because Aspies, we got obsessive interests, and I might discuss for hours geopolitics. Dancing is my favorite sport, sports, 24/7 with the dragon, rainbow, dragon, rock and roll style. Geopolitics 24/7, and dancing is my favorite sport, and of course, some public hygiene, and I gotta say, I love me some of these rocks here as I go for the sky. Hot day, first workout, of course. First workout, of course, in these shirts, long sleeve. It's all gone for today. Today is that hot, maybe 20 degrees. But anyways, we're gonna go, of course, round about it, and we're gonna go roundabout all the way to the top, TOP of that mountain. Turn my head left and right before I cross the street. Carpe diem it every day since I died of COVID 2020, already more than 4 years now. February, March, I had COVID. I got 3 times vaccinated, and I changed my life, and nothing that I want to go back to. It's better than where I used to live now. Besides, I got that raw retrograde amnesia, RA, and being an Asperger's. And not without faults, the sun my Pope the King is shining, and paid my rent. Rent's paid for the month of May, 6th of May. Today it is the 6th. 6th of May today. Charged my phone $25 for the month. Paid my electricity bill. Go Hydro Quebec. Go build some more dams. And I got this laptop, not the best quality, but you got to work with the tools you're given sometimes. And encourage you to work out, train, exercise. And at the moment, in the past years during COVID, my main stress has been and is now today financial. Besides that, working out, training, and exercising, some good hygiene and not get dirty. I got some issues, got some flaws. Do not pretend I do not. But I do love yellow flowers, so you'll excuse me while I take a picture of these beautiful yellows. I just have a thing for yellow flowers, and those are quite a beauty there. So brightens up my mood. I always feel better. Red is my favorite color. Red, as I'm wearing red almost daily, and I always usually have something red on me, like the sun when it rises, when it sets. The sun on my Pope the King always rises, always sets. And encouraging all to work out, train, exercise. And today we march for, as every march is specifically dedicated, but not only. Today, Monday, we're gonna start beginning of the cycle. Of course, we're May, of course, already. So we gotta go for that women's sports leagues again, as we begin for the farmers, butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors. We got a LOV, our firefighters. We love our butchers, nurses, those daycare workers. But today for women's sports leagues, I love me some women hockey, and we got a new team started this year, 2024, and they've been playing great. But if I will give some charity finance, I'll definitely give for food security, because I've been in need of food security, which starts with our farmers, LLV to our farmers. Cross, it takes that public-private partnership, got something in my right eye, but the son of Pope divested from it and kicked it on the curb, so now we proceed with health, and we gotta get from that dust. Sometimes we just gotta invoke that LLV, 93-156, code B. Yours truly, H&B, dancing for the call of the dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, which is fundamentally a call for a public-private partnership, as I am a philosopher as well. And you know, I saw people hugging, I saw youth doing sports, so I always felt happy they were safe when I saw them crossing the street safely, going a little bit about the business, saw them smiling and laughing, so I said, hey, y'all made my day, that's good. Joy of the youth, for the youth of the Kingdom Empire, Democratic Republic, North Americans unite. Coast to coast, ocean to ocean, coast to coast, ocean to ocean, coast to coast, ocean to ocean. You know, I'm a geopolitical analyst, and that has been my obsession, and I actually gotta say before I commence, because I see these tanks and always reminds me in a past life, previous incarnation, yours truly, Rainbow Dragon served both times, I served twice, post 1776, I served twice in the US Army, and you know, I gotta say, saluting our Canadian Armed Forces, gotta salute our troops, go NATO, and public workers, it takes that public and that private, and it's always a constant dance, and everything that I do is fundamentally a call for a public-private partnership across the collective North American civilizational complex, what I call North America as a philosopher. And of course, I'm not perfect, far from it, but I'm grateful, thankful that my rent's paid, the electricity bill's paid, and I saw public workers, I was meditating on the work they'd be doing, public works across North America and beyond, you know. But right here, public works, see, they were changing the aqueducts for us to have cleaner water, so I'm always thinking, always meditating on these marches of everything that's transpiring across North America, from the farmers, black fertile earth, getting me some of that good farming, good wheat, and I got bread, I got cheese. Cheese, I got a little bit left, not a lot, got it on a special, but I got milk, so when I have milk, I'm double happy. When I have coffee, I got coffee, so I could cut it out for another maybe 40 days if I stretch it out, but nonetheless, you gotta get it for the deal, you know, so we gotta get it for the now, we gotta get it for the X, and we gotta get it go. And I always say my fitness journey starts today. And I gotta give a salutation, because this is new. This was built during COVID here, so it kind of is simple. And as a student of civilizations, you know, that is one of my obsessions, because Asperger's, people that ask me, we got obsessive interest, and my obsessive interest is geopolitics 24/7, and I am an independent geopolitical analyst and theorist, and I'm also a philosopher, and sports 24/7. Dancing is my favorite sport, although I love gridiron, North American football, basketball, hockey, women's sports today, first and foremost. And of course, I always meditate on public works, because of course I also am obsessed about the study of civilization, so I kind of know a little bit about civilizations from the past, ancient Egypt, ancient Sumer, and ancient Roman civilization, the ancient Roman civilization mostly. And of course, we are complex. North America, here my propositions and my thesis and my theorizing, of course, as a philosopher, North American, Canadian, Quebecer philosopher, who's going to switch to that French, because it's the great linguistic compromise which we made and we continue to make. And of course, it's on the X, on the X, on the Y, on the Z. So I always appreciate, this was built during COVID. It started about 3.5 years ago, and last year it finished, and it makes me think of ancient Egypt, ancient Sumer, ancient Rome, you know, how it's constructed with the rocks, and of course the rocks on the side with gravel on it, so a little bit simple but chic, sleek, simple, but it's kind of embellishment, and those three kind of look like ziggurats a little bit, and you can go up top there, you have some benches, so it's a little bit of improvement, because here when I go to my second home, I'm going now to my second home, and going now to my second home, of course the mountain is my second home, and I always like to meditate on everything of going ons of civilization, of the civilizational complex, and of course everything that's proceeding now. It's always good to go, always good to work out, and I always feel good when I work out, and I'm gonna get that loose of that mane, because it's gonna get hot. So I'm just gonna loosen up at the base of the mountain. I'm gonna get that mane going, and gotta stay on the right side, you know. We got civilizational compromises which we made, and I gotta say I'm thirsty, so gotta let my fellow citizens with their dogs there and having fun, and I like dogs from afar, but I cannot pet them much because I get some allergic reactions. So except for poodles I can pet, but the other dogs, it's kind of, I get to sneeze. So when they get too close, like you see one of my videos from last year, I think it was autumn maybe, or last summer maybe, a few months ago. It was a dog came close. It's out of the leash, and of course it was out of the leash, and he got out of the leash and he came close, and I started sneezing, and I started sneezing a little bit once and got super close. So I gotta be careful with those dogs. But other than that, I love my rabbits here on the mountain, squirrels. We got rabbit squirrels. Not only that, we also got, of course, little hawks, my favorite bird, hawks, and squirrels and hawks and whatever have you. You know, so that's what we got here. And let me some of those black crows, and we also have groundhogs, you know, so we gotta get on that groundhogs as we go. I love me a little bit of that crow, you know, so we gotta get it on the east. And this was also a new build platform here, you know, so you gotta get it on that X, you know. See, this is the rocks here, you know, the rocks, see. So you can see part of the rocks because the mountain system has 3 peaks: Mount Royal, center of the south, center of the island. See, look at that. Kind of looks almost like it's fake, you know, but it's actually natural. See, it's a natural one. It's a natural one. It's a natural one. It's a natural one. It's a natural, you know, so it's natural. Yeah. It's a natural one, it's a natural one, it's a natural one, you know, so that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is. So we gotta get it on the X, and we gotta get it on the Y, you know. I appreciate this embellishment as a private citizen. I imagine the labor, the labor that was done, of course, the labor and the work that was done here, and all the labor that's being done now. I always include with my main marches dedicated to a specific area of our civilization. Today is for women's sports. Love in a rock and roll, and you get that 50-50 rainbow androgynous. I am androgynous. I am 50-50 man, woman, man. Many past lives I was a man. Many past lives I was a woman. Right here, born on the island. A few times and outside the island, and a few or more time again, you know. So that's what it is. That's what it is, you know. So you get that 50-50 half now. See, this has to go in the recycling, because if you leave that here, we get, of course, a lot of flora, a lot of fauna here. So this has to be recycled. And maybe this is compostable. Oh yeah, okay. This bag, it says oxo degradable, but by the time it degrades, because here is an area where rabbits are, so the rabbit might get tangled in it, so it's super important to still recycle bags like this. And we got a big spring cleaning here to do, you know. We got a big spring cleaning here to do. So I'm just gonna recycle it myself and put it in the recycling, or if it's biodegradable, I guess you can go somewhere else. But super important to, wow, so many people on the mountain, they be getting that LOV, man. Hopefully y'all don't pollute it. Put it in the trash if it goes in the trash. Put it in the recycling if it goes in the recycling. Keep it clean, because we got public workers, and we got the flora and the fauna here in my second home. We appreciate it. I always love to see people coming here, because the air is fresh, and you know, you see hundreds of videos where I start in my neighborhood, is depending what route, because many routes to get here are possible, and from the shortest being 7 kilometers to the longest, like I can with 22, 20, 44, if I go around the bout and come back, I could do a lot. But in a straight line, it's either 7 kilometers, 9 kilometers, 11 kilometers, or 13.3 if I go on the side. Today I did about 13.4. So I always like when people come here and get a little bit of that loving, you know, and people exercise, and I love seeing people who come here who are, of course, on the side here and who get to enjoy the nature, because it's not just my mountain, it's not just mine, it's yours, ours, and mine. It belongs to all of us. So it's in the public. We got an added responsibility, duties, and obligation, and I gotta come hydrate because I am really parched. Just gonna drink some. And if you're into hockey, there's the skating rinks, the skates of Jean Béliveau at the corner. When he scored his 500 goal there. Gonna go check them out by the other side. First, I'm gonna hydrate a little bit. Gotta give salutations to the public workers who build all those aqueducts in between on shore with the steel, cement, and rocks, and they build it underneath to connect with the rivers to have water filtration, water filtration, water filtration. Oh, that was a good hydration, man. Much needed hydration. Here they are, skates, see? Jean Béliveau skates. So these skates here, this is Jean Béliveau here, Saint Richard. And these skates were given, of course, when he scored his 500 goal. 11th of February 1971, 11th of February 1971, 11th of February 1971. So those are the skates. If you're interested in hockey, and I'm a big Habs fan myself, you know, but it's always something which you can check out for yourself here if you're into hockey, of course. It's always to check the skates, Jean Béliveau. And it's 500 goal. Wow. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool, pretty cool. I kind of like it, but of course it's before my time, you know, Jean Béliveau. But kind of a good hockey player. 500 goals, can you imagine? Can you imagine? 500 goals, man. That's a lot of goals. 500. Can you imagine that? 500 goals. So that means you got a lot of goals scored every day. Well, I mean every game, probably one goal every day. On every game, right? A lot of goals. 500. And here you can see the complex here. You can get it on us to go here, and you can enjoy the view. You can come enjoy the lake. We got fishes, so you got me here who comes at least minimum 3 times a week, maximum every day. Sometimes every day, you know, so it's like my second home, and I gotta get it on the go, and I gotta get it on the right. So we gotta go on the X and on the Y, and it's super nice here. So this is where I love to come and to relax, and of course I do a lot of workouts, man. I go overtime with it, you know. We go overtime, we do push-ups, we do squats, we go in the drill, and I love to see people holding hands, exercising here. Tourists, and I really want to paint all these benches here. You know, see, all the benches need a little painting. I would love to volunteer to get that paintings. All of them here, you know, all of them to paint here. See, paint, red, blue, white. These ones, all the benches. I'm willing to volunteer, put some muscle, and you give me the tools. I'm gonna paint them. You know, I'm gonna paint them. You give me the tools. You know. Give me the tools, we make it, you know. So that's what it is, that's what it is, that's what it is. Gotta get it on the go. We gotta get it on the go. Here we go. So here it is, the mountain. You got so many sides, just you gotta stay to the right side, you know. And if you come with the recycling, you gotta put it in the recycling or the garbage. And you got plenty, and we got a lot of public works, you know. People already shirt off, working out and training. That's what I like. That's what I like to see people working out, and training, and exercising, and it's always on the go. That's fun, man. It's fun to come here to get it, and if you're going out, you're allowed to kiss, to make out, man, and yes, I'm training, man. Oh yeah. Yeah, replace the guns with kisses, man, you know. Gotta channel that aggression, you know. Super important to get that aggression and to work out, and people are on that drill and people having fun here, and always love the youth, jumpy. Yeah. Get that HAWK, you know. So we got the river here, we got the river on the X, and the river on the Y. I mean, we know Montreal is surrounded by a river, so I'm excited. Beautiful day, lots of beautiful people, and that's what I love, you know. I love watching people working out, people hugging, people kissing, people getting a little bit of a tan, making new friends. This is what brings me joy, man. People holding hands like other people. That's what I like. So, for women's sports leagues today, go Montreal, go, and all women's sports leagues, I would definitely finance, but I'm $10,500 in debt. I'm $10,500 in debt. $10,500 in debt, but I would love to give charity to women's sports, food security, and of course LGBTQ causes, because those are my mains, you know. Those are my mains, and that's what I like. Women's sports, football, dancing. Dancing is my favorite sport, and I love to come hike here and to come exercise here, to do push-ups. Today maybe we're just gonna march, look around, and of course I love to go deep, you know. I like to go deep, meaning to say that mostly people here stay on the main road. For me, I like to go in deep in the forest, you know, as opposed to the main roads, because these are the main roads, but I like to go deep in the forest on the mountain. Here we are already on the mountain, Mount Royal. It's at the center, south center. Not exactly in the center in terms of north-south, but in the center in terms of east-west, but south. But quite at the heart. Well, east-west though. So not exactly between the north and the south. So now I gotta traverse, and people are coming, working out, and we gotta get it on that X. So I gotta go in deep here, see? A lot of people came today, but see, as I go in the trail here, you're not gonna see a lot of people, only a few. And of course, I recommend that you take caution, because we got cyclists, so we got to stay on the right, because now I'm in the public. I got added responsibilities, duties, and obligations. I enjoy people when they dance, when they work out, have barbecue, and in safety and security. And my work as a YouTuber for many years, got one view the other day. God damn it, I do it for love and will. So I just do sometimes, you know. So do what brings me joy, and you know, I am open for business. Triple vaxxed, rock and roll 24/7. For the butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, grocery store clerks. Look at me, some beautiful yellow flowers, and always gives me a little bit of excitement. See, they open up to the sun. They open up those yellow to the sun. So here's the springtime, you know. We gotta get that Septennium. Septennium is for 7 years. Call to all to support the implementation of my Trinity. Trinity are theories. the DRT, debt refusion theory, which we're going to discuss, the CIT, citizen integration theory, which I'm going to address, and the democratic fusion theory by the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension is LOV, it is 458. That Wall Street, please give 10% of a million if you made a million. Buying and selling future option put stocks, whatever the case may be. Please give some charity for food security, women's sports leagues, LGBTQ causes, and of course, LGBTQ causes and other causes, super important. Please give some charity with it. And see these beautiful yellows? I gotta watch it so I don't damage the floor on the funnel, but I'm gonna take a little pic. You see, because I love yellow flowers. So I'm gonna post it on the Facebook social media. So as I track, of course, keep track of my workouts, keep track of my marching. I'll be marching in steel toe boots more than all the generals of NATO. I gotta retire them because I used them for three and a half years. I used them for 3.5 years, used them for 3.5 years. So I'm auctioning them. Give half 50%, half 50%, half 50% to the greatest woman I know, my anonymous, consider family sister, and that power of attorney business. And God love for you, Oprah. God, I'm a Swiftie. Rainbow Dragon is a Swiftie, but of course, Beyonce. I love you all three. Beyonce, Swift, Taylor Swift. I'm a Swiftie myself. Oprah, but my anonymous sister friend, deserves to be 7, the number after 6. The number after 6 is 7 times richer than y'all. Look at the yellow flowers. Today for women's sports leagues, especially the Montreal Hockey. They're yet to be given names, you know, Montreal Hockey. They gotta get that. They gotta get that hockey, you know. They gotta get that puck. Look at that field of yellow flowers. Look at that field of yellow flowers. That's what I said. Let me sing some rock and roll today for the women's sports leagues, farmers, butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, grocery store clerks. Always for my anonymous sister friend, all my allies and armies, thou art. That family ready for that dragon rock and roll. I said, who not ready? We're gonna go anyways. Let's go. Video. Get zoom in and we get to work, man. I'm gonna ask people, retrograde amnesia, survivor of COVID, you know, who move with nothing basically, and now gonna make a little rock and roll because I'm an artist, philosopher, geopolitical analyst, and theorist, and rock and roll 24/7. Let's go. For the yellow flowers, we go on the road. Let's go. Yellow flowers, you're gonna get it. For the X, for the white, for the blue, and for the yellow. There we go. Hey, look at those yellow flowers. You know that dragon got that LOV. For the yellow, you can see. On the mountain, for the farmers, for the butchers, for the bakers, for that. Women's sports leagues, rock and roll. For the electricians and the welders, for the electricians and the plumbers, for those firefighters. I'm a singing the low, that I love that yellow. Gotta play with our rainbow. Yeah, I'm 50-50, woman, man, let's go. For the androgyny you see on the mountain, that civilization. Skyscrapers, satellites, you gotta live it for you live it. I live it, I live it, and the sun is shining that you see. Yellow flowers, I love, yeah. I love those yellow flowers. Now you know the secret. Got it for the doing, for the doers, for the bakers, for the thinkers, for those cooks and for the slayers. We're gonna see the yellow flowers, and you're gonna see on top of the mountain. We got green, we got those rabbits. Please do not pollute you see, cause we got squirrels up in the. We got the squirrels and we got the hawks. We got those bees and got the trucks. We got that flavor and the spicy. We got the flavor and decided for yellow flowers. That's the field. Feel the yellow flowers on the mountain, penny flowers on the grow. On the grow up in the mountain, on the grow up in the sight. You're gonna see up in the rocks, and you're gonna see up in the dice. I don't gamble, throw the dice, and nature got it for the ice. Ice is gone, you know that spring. That's that May 6th, the rainbow dragon, that's a lit. That's it and that's a lick. Always freestyle in this bitch. Always freestyle in this bitch. Whoop. I said I'm a bitch. Always freestyle in the leech. Hey, Maple Leafs, they going go the blues. I'm gonna go in for the blues. I'm gonna go. Gotta bring the cup that's Stanley to Canada up in the north. True north, strong and free. Gotta give a little melody, charity, rainbow dragon. You can see yellow. That was a, you know, we freestyle rock and roll 24/7 and freestyle rock and roll 24/7. We got that freestyle rock and roll and I feel the yellow flowers, man. You can see Wow, what a beautiful field of yellow flowers, eh? So we're gonna go for that drill and gotta take a little bit of that over that picture, man, because I just love yellow flowers, but there's so many. So many, wow, I can count like millions of yellow flowers here and see here as well, you know. I don't know how visible it is on the camera, but here you can see, whoopa. And this is my work tool, so I gotta be careful with it, but see here you can see yellow flowers up in the, so I got yellow, 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 man. See? Feel the yellow, yellow, yellow the color. I love yellow flowers. I love red. Red's my favorite color. That rainbow, but love yellow flowers. That's about we go, man. I love yellow flowers. What do you want me to say? I love the yellow flowers. I love that black and that white. I love that rainbow on the side. Gotta give it for the sidewalk. Gotta step left, right, left. Gotta step right, left, because here's a bit slippery. So we gotta go on that X, and we gotta go on that Y. And see my fellow cousins there, my family here, Canadians, Quebecers, North Americans. You know, this Canadian, Quebecer, North American is born many past lives, many incarnations. 3 times was born right on the island between 1635 and 1904. 3 times. Once a woman, once a man. You know, once a woman sometimes was born in previous incarnation. A woman, sometimes a man. Now you got that 50-50. You get that double trouble. Androgynous, rainbow, nobody perfect. Priestess, got that dragon. For the farmers, for the butchers, for the bakers, for the nurses. Damn! Look at those beautiful yellow flowers and 2, 3 whites, 7 whites. Among, you see, and there you see white ones. You see white flowers. Now we're trying to see the white flowers more. It's interesting how it changed, eh? It seems like now, no, we still see the yellow. The white flowers wasn't that many, but the yellows are so many. So we got a lot of yellow flowers, and you know, on the mountain, discover every time we discover new. So, you know, see. Those are clusters of yellow flowers, and you know, I know from a past life a little bit of botany. Gonna call it that Latin Septennium, Yelix, Yelnius, you know, Num un ex. Those sentences when the Latin, and I was born in ancient Rome, served in many legions in past life, served in many legions of ancient Rome between 718 BC. Rome was a kingdom, republic, and then empire. So between 718 BC, before the Common Era, till about, of course, the establishment of the West Indies, the Byzantium, which was called Romania, and the West. That's where the name comes from, Romania there. From New Rome. So anyways, that's right. French is Latin-based. Italian is Latin-based. And of course, Portuguese is Latin-based. Romanian, of course, as well as Latin-based. Other Catalan and Spanish and other, of course, like languages are still, and we still have a lot of Latin. Motto of Montreal, motto of Canada, right? A motto of the United States. Many states, if not all, they got Latin, and there you go. Gonna get that cluster of whites. Look at that beautiful cluster of white flowers. Gonna say hello and take some pictures, guys. Is that spring flowers? Look at those spring flowers on the go and on the shower. Spring flowers, hey, beautiful. I'm gonna have to take a picture and cluster of whites now, you know. So we're gonna get that pic, man. Gonna get that picture, you know. So we're gonna get that whites right here. So hey, there we go. So we're gonna get whites, and we got yellow from the black fertile earth, you know. So there we go. So gonna get it up. See? There we go. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna get it on the X, and we're gonna get it on the Y. So yeah, it's just we gotta stay on the right side, because now I'm in the public, you know. So I got added responsibilities, duties, and obligations. If I would have stayed home, I would have not had the same duties and obligations, right? If I would have had less. Now I got more. When I step outside, I'm no longer just a private citizen. I'm also a public citizen, so I got an increased in responsibilities and duties and obligations. So here I love to come, and I always do you guys need some guidance?
We're looking for the chalet.
Chalet? Well, there's several, right? Chalet Belvedere? I suggest you guys go up there and you go straight to the right side until you see a house there. You're gonna go to the right,
Yeah.
go all the way down, and then take a right side again. Stay on the main road.
Okay.
'Cause
Main
here-
road sounds good.
Main road, you go straight. You're gonna see a house. You're gonna see on the right side. Be careful here; it's very slippery, eh?
Yeah.
And it's very steep. I'm going
okay.
there the same way, but it's like a zigzag. So,
Okay.
but if you want, you can always follow me. But
But there'll be some, let's say, normal football.
yes,
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good.
welcome. Where are you guys from?
Germany.
Germany, from Deutschland. Welcome to Montreal. You guys gonna learn some French?
Good.
Yeah, go to the Belvedere. You can see the whole city. It's my favorite place. In the chalet, you can have a coffee there and a donut.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and enjoy. I'm glad you guys came, and please go. The Chalet Belvedere Conjurenac. You're gonna see me there. 'Cause that's my favorite place.
Okay.
So don't miss it. If you came all the way, cross the ocean
Flew all the way just to come here to Chalet
from
Belvedere.
from which city? Which city?
Düsseldorf.
Düsseldorf. Okay.
You know
okay.
the city?
I speak a little bit of German, and actually, I'm gonna
Yeah,
show.
how come?
Can I show you guys something?
Yes, of course.
Actually, I like the German football team, and it's funny that you guys said that you're from Germany.
Yes.
I have the German. I like the soccer, German soccer a lot.
Oh, very
So I'm
nice.
gonna put it on.
So you're going to follow the European Championship in summer?
Yeah, I like Müller a lot, Müller
Okay.
and the soccer. German, how they play is very different from the rest of the other countries. You have a more defensive system, a more laid back, and a lot of passing. I know the
That's
system. I know the system is very different.
But the last years have been very disappointing for the German soccer fans.
I know. But you still have three. You have 3 cups.
No, we have 4.
But West Germany, East Germany, right?
There's
Wait,
only one
isn't
Germany.
one that I know, but isn't one that when it was divided?
No,
I
at
think
times when,
so,
when
it was
Germany
East. I don't
was
remember.
divided, West Germany have won.
GDR, the
Three
GDR, the GDR.
No, they haven't won one.
No, okay, my bad. Okay, 4 you have.
Yeah.
Okay,
2014 in Brazil was the last time.
okay,
So
okay,
you
guys.
have to update.
I
your
have to
baseball cap.
update because it only has 3.
Yes.
It only has 3 stars. Okay, guys. Cheers.
Meeting you.
See you later. See you later upstairs. Have fun. Gotta take the call. Somebody's calling. I gotta see who's the call here, and we're gonna take it for the call from Germany, man. I gotta put the Germans. I'm happy when they came here. You know, oh, somebody called and give a little bit of call. I don't know, man. Let's see. Recents. We're gonna get for the recent Germans. We gotta get for the call. Oh, I missed the call, but should I call back? I think it's prudent if I don't here on the mountain because I want to finish my march. I don't know if it's urgent. I guess they call again, but I don't think it's urgent. So I'm just gonna. I think I know what it is. So we gotta get it for the X for the Y because it's on the French. So first, I now gonna want to discuss the. I want to just discuss now I want to just discuss now I just want to discuss now the. So they won 4. They said, eh? 4. I thought it was. I really like the German soccer a lot, you know. They have a very unique style, but see, it only has 3 stars, so has to be updated, I guess. Is it that old, the hat? It's time to update my hat, man. It got 3. I said it got 3 cups, but I don't know. I have a very unique way of playing soccer. Besides that, I don't like soccer much. I prefer my gridiron North American football, and basketball and hockey. Dancing is my favorite sport. 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 But they made it here on the mountain, and I always like when I hear tourists, and I always direct them to go there where they're heading, Belvedere, Conjurenac, because it's my favorite space, and they of course gonna learn a little bit of that French, man. So I always like to get an in for them, and getting in for that, you know. It's like, hi, bonjour. And they're getting a little bit of that nature here, and they're gonna see what a great city we have, the best city in the world. And like I said, I was born here in past life, and a few times I was born in Germany in a past life, you know. Gotta get it for that German. So I always like whenever people, tourists from all over the world, not just from Germany, but I met a few German tourists. But I forgot to practice a little bit of my German, you know. I always wanted to practice when I can, but I guess I didn't have the opportunity. I could have had the opportunity to sprachen sein bisschen, and the numbers and what have you. So now we're going to discuss the DRT. So the DRT theory. But first, of course, I'm going to say my gratitude again as I march for the women's sports, specifically the Professional Women's Hockey League, the PWHL, Professional Women's Hockey League, the Rock, and I'm glad they're available on YouTube, and they have a channel, and I saw a lot of the games. Montreal go. So anyways, now we're going to discuss the DRT theory. The debt refusion theory. Look at those yellow flowers. So this is the DRT theory, debt refusion theory. So now I'm going to show you the amount of interest, debt servicing, in other words, the interest that we pay on the debt. So look at that. This is from 2023, 22nd of November 2023, 22nd of November 2023, 22nd of November. This is the amount of interest we paid 2020, 2021. We paid 20.3 billion. A billion is 1,000 million. Look later. We paid, this year we're going to pay 2023, 2024, 46.5. So if you do the calculation, it more than doubled, because double would have been 20.3, would have been 40.6. So now this year is going to be 46.5 billion, just paying the interest, the debt servicing. My brothers and sisters, this is catastrophic. There's no solution but my DRT, stands for debt refusion theory, to be implemented ASAP. It starts with me on the mountain, and this is due to the curse of Asperger's. Because I studied over the past more than 7 years, and I've written tens of thousands of pages of philosophy and civilizational analysis and public works, and the DRT, debt refusion theory, which includes monetary integration theory, which was what they did in Germany. The Germans, the French, and of course the Italians, they got rid of their old currencies and they created new currencies. We're going to do the same, because my theory includes monetary integration theory. My theory includes monetary integration theory. My theory includes monetary integration theory. My theory includes monetary integration theory, which in finance is what they did in the European Union. They created a new central bank out of the many countries. They adopted and they formulated, they created a currency. So my DRT theory, but once again I show you what the number is to pay interest. So this number cannot be sustained. This is catastrophic. So this is catastrophic. It's a catastrophe waiting to happen. There's no way, of course, that it can be implemented, and there's no way but my DRT theory, I can say clearly, but my DRT theory, debt refusion theory, for the creation of the UE, the universal exchange, and for the creation of the UE, for the creation of the UE, for the creation of the UE. UE stands for Universal Exchange. So once again, I show you the official numbers from the Bank of Canada, Bank of Canada, Bank of Canada. This is the interest we pay on the debt. So this is not this is the interest. Just the interest. Debt servicing is just the interest. So we now pay, of course, is due to COVID protocols, COVID programs, unprecedented health, financial situation, unprecedented health, financial situation, which of course we're gonna go on the Belvedere, and we're gonna go through the mountain, and I'm gonna see the mountain going through there, you know. So we're gonna go atop the Belvedere, and we're gonna go on the side like that, you know, on the side, man. And we're holding hands here, you know, some good loving, man. That's what I like to see, people holding hands and give me some of that good loving. Oh yeah. That's what it is, man. Some good loving. Gotta get it on that X, man. Oh, we're gonna go inside. We're gonna go inside, you know. We're gonna go around about by the extremes, because a lot of people are there. A lot of people are doing on that jog and having fun. You know, always good to see people having fun and getting that nice joy and love in here, and loving, and a little bit of love, and a little bit of love, you know, and a little bit of loving, you know, and channeling the aggression is important. But now I'm going to discuss, of course, the DRT theory, the debt refusion theory. Stands for DRT, debt refusion theory, and also includes monetary integration theory. Monetary integration theory. Monetary integration, which is exactly what they did, my brothers and sisters in Germany, and of course, what is going to be doing now. What we'll be doing, because we have to do it. The DRT theory is the only solution. And this comes out of me being cursed with Asperger's, you know, having intense focuses on civilization and nature, intense focuses on civilization and nature, and intense focuses on civilization and nature, on intense focuses on civilization and nature. And, you know, that's what it is, you know, that I'm able to create this theory from I started a while ago when I predicted that we're going to reach this point of potential finance in the public and the private, because I'm 10,500 debt also. So we got the debt, so we got to do the DRT. What is the DRT? Now I'm going to explain it. So we're going to take all the public and the private debt, my 10,500 included, yours, ours, coast to coast, of all Canada, public and private debt of all Canada, public and private debt of all Canada, the public and the private debt of all Canada. So all my 10,500, yours, ours. We're going to add it up with Mexico, United States, Haiti, all North America. I'm speaking from a North American collective complex civilization, from a North American perspective. So all the debt, the public and the private debt, the public and the private debt, the public and the private debt. Look at the groundhog. Look at the groundhog. He's going to go up. Anyways, I missed it. So here I got to be careful, because sometimes, you know, there's once I saw somebody on the bike coming, so wow, I gotta get out of the way. There's the groundhog. So anyways, back to the DRT. So we're gonna take all the private and the public debt. So my private debt, 10,500, yours coast to coast, and Canada, United States. And because since the fact that the United States currency, the US dollar, still is the US currency of choice, so the United States dollar still is the currency of choice. So the US dollar still is the currency of choice, right? So the United States dollar still is the currency, number one currency in the world for international finance, global business, and world trade, and for import, export, and for tourism, right? It's still the number one. Has been challenged lately a lot, but still is the number one. So we're gonna take all the private and public debt, Canada coast to coast, convert the Canadian public and private debt to US dollars, add it with the US, Mexican private and public debt of pesos, if they will. If not, just Canada, US, Quebec, Canada, US. That's the solution. And all that money, the public and the private debt, will finance a new global central bank. North America, it could be with BIS. It could be with the Bank of International Settlements. It could be with the Bank of International Settlements. It could be with the Bank of International Settlements. It could be well enough beyond. So all the debt, the public and the private debt, converted to US dollars. So all that money will create a new global central bank, will create a new global central bank, will create a new global central bank, a North American bank. And we're going to set an interest rate level of 10%, maximum. It could be less, not more. It could be 3.33, 7.18, 1.56, whatever the case may be, right? Whatever the case may be. So that is the solution. The DRT stands for debt, DRT, and we're going to create a new currency called the UE, which is going to be the equivalent to the United States dollar. So it's going to be equivalent to the United States dollar. So it's going to be the equivalent of to the United States dollar. So U dot, universal, E dot, exchange, U dot, unit, universal exchange unit, right, equal to the United States dollar. And we're going to set an interest rate level, 10% max. So we're going to create the UE. All the money, public and private debt of North American countries, we could extend it with the Europeans, NORAD, NATO, Dragon Initiative, NORAD, NATO, blah, 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 Bank of International Settlements, BIS, Bank of International Settlements. And we're going to create the UE. Stands for U dot, universal, E dot, exchange, U dot, universal exchange unit, universal exchange unit, universal exchange unit. So all that money, the debt will finance the initial money supply, will be the initial money supply for this new currency. And we'll make an interest rate level. We're gonna freeze all prices of bread, butter, cheese, and with all that money we're gonna finance reconstruction of the infrastructure and finance citizens to work out, to train and to exercise, and finance citizens to work out, to train and to exercise. We're gonna finance citizens to work out, to train and to exercise. We're gonna finance citizens to work out, to train and to exercise. Like my fellow citizen there going, gotta salute. I admire when people go there and with the bike, and I gotta be careful when they goes down because it's steep and we gotta get it on that drill. So we gotta go turn my head left or right, and of course let my fellow citizen pass. And I love when I see cyclists, so we're gonna be able to finance the reconstruction of North American infrastructure, to of course rebuild bridges, build parks, and of course we can mass finance wellness, fitness. So we'll allow that money serve as a purpose for us to enable to do. So that's what we're gonna do. Create the UE Universal Exchange Unit, because that's the only solution now in the 21st century. Now today, May 6th, myself grateful, thankful, my rent's paid my rent, paid my electricity bill, got food, got coffee, paid my rent, paid my electricity bill, got food, go Hydro-Quebec, go, always thinking about the farmers, saluting the truckers now across North America, our brothers and sisters, and the truckers and nurses and doctors and the public and the private dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom, the dream. My dream contains the DRT, debt refusion theory. This is not a dream, it gotta be implemented. If not, there's no solution. We gotta be able to finance reconstruction of the aqueducts, mass public works across North America, build highways, build infrastructure, build of course train tunnels, new trains linked, North American intralink train, finance people to go tourism, finance people to work out, finance people to volunteer, finance, money is to enable us to do things, create the UE. That's what I'm calling on my astrological brother, Scorpio, Bill Gates, President of Mexico is a Scorpio. Of course, well, black cock, black stone, black rock and black stone are not the same, but Larry Fink, because it takes the private and the public. So Larry Fink is a Scorpio, is the CEO of a financial institution known as Black Rock, not to be confused with Black Stone. So they're two different ones, but it takes the public and the private for this to work. So all the banks, we're gonna create because the European Union, they created the European Central Bank, the ECB. We're gonna create the North American Integrated Bank, or a New World Bank, with the Bank of International Settlements, with the Bank of International Settlements, BIS. And that's what I'm calling my Scorpio brother, Bill Gates. Facebook, all big tech, Elon Musk, all big tech, to build new computers. Of course, it's going to be biometric. The hand, the voice, and the eye are unique biometric identifiers. The hand, the voice, and the eye are unique biometric identifiers. The hand, the voice, and the eye are unique biometric identifiers. So we're going to be able to do that. And then we can keep also currency, the coins and the coins and the other things, and the coins, a little bit of coins and a little bit of banknotes, but of course mostly digital or not. And then we can open up, and if people want to have some cheeseburgers, some hamburgers, basically finance food, housing and transport, and of course create the two complementary cooperative institutions. 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 The Dragon Army, North American Citizen for defense only services, security only, defense, security service, integrated with existing security services integrated with existing security services, integrated with existing security services, you know. That NATO, NORAD. Gotta get me some NATO, NORAD, you know. Gotta get me some NATO, NORAD. NATO, NORAD, man. Dragon Army. Security and service. North American citizen integrated. Apply citizen integration theory across all. Create new, of course, for surveillance, where a citizen can go see surveillance what's transpiring in the world. What's transpiring in the world. Now, you know, to see what's transpiring in the world. Across North America, highways, trucks, schools, and in the public, that is. Mass centers of security, surveillance, defense, you know. Encouraging people to work out, train, exercise. Fitness, building social housing. And the DGA with it, Dancing Goddess Army. For nature and civilization, mass clean the oceans. Mass clean the forests, mass clean the streets. We got mass rehabilitation. My brothers and sisters who are incarcerated, well, to lose the liberty. Freedom is new. I'm not worthy yet to fight for freedom. I know only one person who it really is. Freedom is dangerous. It's hardcore freedom. You know, freedom got to be insured. Freedom got to be insured. Got to ensure my liberty. But then with my nature, individual nature, my characteristics, and yes, I have aggression. My brothers and sisters, I have aggression, but my brothers and sisters, I effing channel it and sublimate it. Two key words of my philosophy. I work out, I train, I exercise, I feel good. To harm no other citizen. I fight my own battles, so I can always put gloves one-on-one. First Trump, second Tyson Fury, and then stand in line, you know. But those two ones first, and then whoever wills on the mountain, wherever on the island. But first Donald Trump, because I've been challenging Donald Trump more than 6 years now since the imposition of tariffs on Canadian aluminum and steel. And I'm a pro-labor and love universal revolutionary centrist. I'm a democratic Republican. I'm a Republican, democratic Republican. I'm basically, my universal revolutionary centrism is for the 21st century public-private partnership based. And of course based on my Trinity, Holy Trinity of theories. Via the fourth dimension love, because we can't base everything on strength and force. You know, now marching boots, force, strength, fitness, but we gotta have love, understanding, we gotta have some soft, we gotta have some pillows. It takes a multiplicity of integrated relationships and integrated knowledges to work out civilizational complex, and emotions and feelings matter. I got depressed and suicidal. I conquered it 6.5 years ago, 6 years and 6 months when I crossed Canada coast to coast, you know. That's when I got out of the depression. I'm being suicidal. So ever since then, I've been on a fitness journey, wrote hundreds of rock and roll songs, continued my analysis and my essays based, of course, which I, of course, dictated in an oratory communication manner on this vlog here on YouTube on the mountain by hundreds of thousands of videos now. I'm a YouTuber as well. I'm also a philosopher, geopolitical analyst who loves to see people work out, train, exercise, and I dance best. But I'm also a philosopher, got that rock and roll, but only with a little bit of philosophy. You know, it's not XYZ, it's not XYX, it's 2 + 2 = 4, but doesn't mean that we gotta write it in black and in white or rainbow or red. We can write it in all the colors of the black and white plus all the colors of the rainbow. See here, I gotta salute. Those who put these ribbons, ribbons. See, they planted here. See, they plant the plantation. We're going to plant more. We're going to plant more by the DRT, Dancing Goddess Army. We're going to plant and clean the ocean. And here we got that hydro. I'm doing the workout training program. And I'm electrifying this with clean zero pollution energy now. I'm doing this video with clean zero pollution energy. Zero pollution energy. Hey, get that hydro, get that water, get that dams. We got a... Civilization is a privilege, brothers and sisters. You know, we got the privilege of civilization. We got the privilege of civilization. That is my thesis back in 2023, which I've discussed here and there. If I go into it, I'm not going to stop. So suffice it to say that the DRT debt refusion theory is the only solution now. The DRT is the only solution now. The DRT is the only solution now. There's no other solution but the DRT. Debt refusion theory for the creation of the UE. Now where we are, I showed you public expenditures of finance, the debt servicing. In other words, debt servicing is a fancy term to say paying the interest. I pay interest on my debt. I'm waiting for them to withdraw it, and I'm gonna be, that's it. I'm gonna have what, $26, maybe 44 for the rest of the month. 44 and 50 cents max. for the rest of the month since today 6. After they withdraw the money today Monday, because it was supposed to be on the 4th, but it's gonna be today. So that's how it is, you know. So that's how the drill goes, you know. So we gotta be mindful of that, you know. We gotta be mindful of that, and we gotta be mindful, and we gotta. Well, I'm gonna circumvent here. I'm gonna do a little bit of money, so I gotta be grateful. I think gratitude is a major part of me, my mental health. You know, I've lived through being depressed and suicidal, being depressed and suicidal, being depressed and suicidal. I've lived through it, so now I'm just here dreaming for years, and I'm not just a dreamer. I'm also a philosopher. Also, my dream is the dancing goddess in the dragon kingdom, which is fundamentally a call for a public-private partnership, you know. That's what fundamentally is my dream, you know. So yeah, I'm a centrist, pro-labor, lover of revolutionaries. I'm also an artist, aspect retrograde amnesia and philosopher, and who moved to a better place from a very moldy place. And I started my new life basically with nothing there, with nothing. And I got that rock and roll, man, you know. I got that rock and roll, so we gotta get it on the drill. You know, and I like my BDSM switch. No need to spy me. Stasi are gone. Somos CIA, FBI, CSIS. It reminds me of a communication with CSIS when I did, of course, the communications with CSIS, Canadian Secret Intelligence Service, for something related, because we got to do our part, with anti-terrorism work and anti-terrorism. And you know, we live a geopolitical situation now. That was hardcore, you know. We're close to World War III. Just today I was analyzing the fact that Russia did for the first time some nuclear drills for the first time vis-a-vis the European conflict. So in theory they can reach us. That's why I have been calling by the DRT to, of course, create the DRT and to create the North American NORAD Dragon Zero Hawk, what I call the North American Hawk, basically with lasers and satellites, ICBM inserts, to be able to intercept ICBMs coming from the east or from the west. To be able to intercept. It's like a bit of Israel arrow, like they intercepted the Iranian missile. The arrow, the missiles, the arrows, the missile Iran, missile, the arrows, right? They had those arrows and missiles in Iran, and they had those arrows, and they had the missiles in the Iran. They had several ones. It's built with German, whatever case. This is going to be a public-private partnership for North America, like a hawk, North American solar hawk or stellar hawk, the hawk. So here we want to build, of course. We're going to build, of course, here the house of the dragon, face to face with the forgotten goddess temple, right? And we're going to build the house of the dragon here with 3 rooms. Simple, austere, severe, scarlet. I created kisses by the trillions and push up some rock and roll with it. But here I want to build, with your help, the House of the Dragon, simple, austere, severe, scarlet, 3 rooms. I only need bathroom, kitchen, bathroom, and of course, here I, with the Forgotten Goddess Temple, Forgotten Goddess, GODDSS, created trillions of kisses for the building here thereof, and in a 7-story high, basically 7 stories, like a circular-like manner, of course, in a circle here, and of course, we can work out, train, and exercise with rocks, but of course, to be like a circle for activities such as tarot reading, dream interpretation, astrology, full moon, new moon, stormy days, sunny days, dancing and dream interpretation, all things of spirituality. Dream interpretations here, Forgotten Goddess Temple, and music and dancing and new moon, full moon, new moon, goddess related spirituality. And the House of the Dragon, solar dragon based, sunset with 3 rooms. Sleeping quarters, bathroom with a bathtub, and a kitchen with a kitchen, and a bathroom and a bathtub right here. House of the Dragon. Make my own house, build me construction workers. I create you tickles, massages, kisses, dances, and rock roll and washing the feet. Something practical, because I like to offer more than blah blah blah. So let's help me build it for the public-private partnership. Let's go, Prime Minister. Let go, my uncle. Let go. Sometimes I'm 50-50 with let go. Sometimes I'm 30-70, depends on what topic. Of course, with Justin as well, with Biden, my Scorpio Biden. He's got some fight in him, and I am present today, a Biden supporter, of course, at this moment in time. And of course, I have my centrist public-private partnership theories, you know, for the Dancing Goddess and the Dragon Kingdom, for a public-private partnership, for LOV, for my children to dance in the streets safely, LOV, and channel the aggression with push-ups and hugs. That's the Dragon Army motto. We channel the aggression with push-ups and hugs. That's the Dragon Army motto, and we channel the aggression with push-ups and hugs, and that's the hawk. Wow, did you see that flying hawk? That's the good omen. That one was black, gold, and here we are. Wow, wow, so big. I saw my hawk, I'm happy. We got hawks here, so watch it. Doesn't peck my eyes, man. Doesn't peck my eyes, but I saw the hawk there. In French, is épervier, hawk, H-A-W-K, is épervier, hawk. Just flew like, and we need to build more hawks. 21st century North American, Canadian Armed Forces. Let's build new ones. Stealth, hawks, satellite, persevere. Let's build the hawks, man. Be able to fly, I don't know, 718 miles an hour, fast. Depending on what altitude, we're gonna go fast. Hawks. With current engines, something like the stealth ones, you know, stealth fighters, rebuilding defenses, aerial defense security, the Hawk, North American Integrated Hawk Force, 300 Hawks, man. Let's build 300 Hawks. I think that would be something nice if we can build it, you know. Elon Musk, let's go, 300 Hawks, man. The Hawkcraft from the 21st century, to be able to monitor North America, to monitor North America, to monitor North America, to monitor North America, you know. So we need for that love, you know. We need to get that strength and fitness, and we need to work together, and we need to work together, and we need to get that LOV, you know. So that's why we got here for the loving, you know. Hopefully somebody making that good loving, man. Hopefully somebody making that good love. That good loving, you know. Otherwise, what are we fighting to save, eh? I put on the uniform, I got a protocol to go, of course, change some diapers. What are we saving for is the children in the daycares, man. Children in the daycares. Published me some writing on my own books, published them, public-private partnership, and read a little bit of that spanky spank, you know. Takes strength, and I always say as a protocol, it would be good to get, of course, before they join or when they join, first to either read some children's books or change some diapers with it. Please do not pollute if you come here, and please do not pollute. Super important to get that drill, and get it on that go. See, like there, you leave it there, but you gotta put it in the garbage because it's in the garbage or in the recycling. That goes. So I love you, man. People holding hands, I'm happy, give me hope, and we gotta get that loving, you know, because otherwise what are we fighting to save for, you know, and we gotta get that love. So somebody's they're having happiness here and joy on the mountain, and my youth, you know, mental health is something now more an issue nowadays, and you know, I'm an Aspie, so I got those symptoms. There's no medication because it's a neurological divergent condition. So it's a neurological divergent condition. So Asperger's is a neurological divergent condition. It's not a mental illness, but some people mistake it as such. But it's okay. I'm an Aspie, so I repeat things. I get too close to people when I converse, and I say things twice. I lost a lot of friends due to it in the past 7 years. I'm obsessed about geopolitics. Asperger's, we have narrow obsessive interests, and for many years now, mine has been geopolitics, but I predicted what's happening now. Back before 2019, I predicted what's happening now. Now I LOV, and I have the solutions, some solutions, and you know, I'm also obsessed about sports and fitness, and I'm getting joyous when I see people holding hands and LOV, and you know, I love the smell of cannabis. I don't smoke a lot, but so I like it, you know. So we gotta get it on the legs. So we gotta get it on the X, man. People are getting all the way up top, man. Gotta get it for that X. Gotta work out a little bit, man. That's what I like, man. People working out, and please here, so you can roll in between there. Go work out. So when you go deep in the forest, just don't pollute. And now I gotta go to the right side because I gotta get it on the right, you know. Gotta get it on the X. And see here, they're gonna build some more. See, gonna be protocols like that, tuck. So we need to build more like that, tuck. Is that, see, that's what they're doing there. Marisage Mont Royal, so all those rocks, man. Oh yeah. People getting that LOV, man. And getting that exercise always makes me happy. And, you know, maybe we're gonna dance, but if not too many people, I just gotta go hydrate. I just parched. It's hot, so gotta get it on the parchment, man. Parch that parch. And it's always good. Oh yeah. See? Gotta get it for that Germans, man. Get it for that North America. Here we are when we gonna get that sunlight, satellites for the skylight. Let's go sing me on that rock and roll for the road. Oh yeah, that's that rock and roll right there, man. That's a perfect spot to get that rock and roll, man. Gotta get that hydration, man. Super important, man. You let the water trickle, man. Gonna get that HYDRATE. Oh yeah, that feels good. Gotta thank those who build the system, man. Can you imagine all that public works, how long it took? All those workers who build it underneath. Heavy stuff. Oh yeah. Oh. Sorry, pardon. I was really thirsty. Getting that thirst, getting that love. Getting that love for the lovers, for the butchers. Maybe we're gonna do a little dance. What did you say, 6 to 7, whatever? In case maybe here we're gonna sing a little bit of rock and roll. Rock and roll today for that women's sports leagues. They're gonna get it out the league, on the hockey, on the trip and on the farming for the butchers. We're gonna sing it, you don't know, you're gonna clap it. Rock and roll, we're gonna zap it. Rock and roll, we're gonna have it. Rock and roll, we're gonna like it. Rock and roll, we're gonna sip it. Rock and roll, we're gonna fly it. Rock and roll, we're gonna love it. Rock and roll, we're gonna dice it. Rock and roll, we're gonna spit it. Rock and roll, rainbow dragon, you know that's you with it. That's that rainbow dragon rock and roll, man. 24/7, you know, so gonna get a little bit of, yeah, that's that sun, man. That sun, man. It feels so good, man. Just love coming here and working out and saluting people who work out. Seeing people holding hands right there to the, that's north and that's south. And seeing a lot of people coming here making some good actions, you know. Hugging is good and holding hands and jogging and taking some sun, man. Oh, we're gonna switch to that French, man. We're gonna switch to that French, man, you know. Please don't pollute. You gotta put it in the garbage. You gotta put it in the garbage or in the, of course, recycling. I gotta go for that dance, man. But maybe I got a little bit of dance. See, you can see already there. You can see the mountain, man. You can see the mountain ranges and so far back, man. Get on those mountains, man. Gonna get it on the X, on the Y. You get that left, man. We're gonna get it. And we're gonna go right here. There we go! See? You can see it right there. That's my favorite skyscraper, man. The pyramid there. You can see the clarity of the mountains. So beautiful mountains. We're gonna love it. So we're gonna see that mountain right there. How many mountains there are, I don't know. There are quite a few, but we got a big mountain ranges right there, and of course we get that pyramid. And that is my favorite skyscraper. And of course, whenever I see that United States served twice in the United States Army, post 1776, many past lives, many incarnations, ancient Rome, ancient Egypt, today on the mountain. Yours truly, Rainbow Dragon, Rainbow Rock and Roll 24/7 for the butchers, for the bakers, for the nurses, for the doctors, for the truckers, for the firefighters, for those firefighters and the butchers and the bakers and the nurses and the doctors, those who build those bridges, man. Imagine all that work to build bridges across North America. Imagine all that work, and lots of work to do, a lot of infrastructure to build Renewal, man. Imagine all that brains, all that muscle to build all those bridges.
Where you from?
From right here.
Mohawk?
Right here, from Montreal, Canada, Quebecer, Canadian, North American. Why do you ask? That's the first question you asked me where I'm from.
No, because I'm listening. I'm listening to what you're saying, and I know the history of this place. So
This is my home, baby, right here.
Hochelaga.
Right here, Montreal, Hawk Island, HAWK, just saw the hawk. So what did you hear when I was saying the rock and roll you liked?
all the people that was building the bridges. That's what I picked you up.
Yeah, man.
Mohawk.
All that, the bridge over there.
Mercier.
Imagine how much they was building on that.
I know.
How much you think it weighs?
A lot.
A lot. Give me an estimation.
Listen, I'm not gonna give you a number because I don't wanna sound ridiculous, but I know a lot.
I know nothing. I'm just a piece of dust, man.
Like me.
Piece of dust. I'm a nobody. I play a rainbow, nobody, oh, nobody, nothing. That's about how I goes. Woke up here a few years ago, got amnesia, moved, and here I am, dancing, working out, training, open for business. Survived COVID. Predicted Third World War.
What's gonna happen?
I don't know, man. We got nuclear weaponry, you know? We need to build
Listen. All the weapons invented by humans are eventually used, so I'm thinking the same way you are thinking, so listen, just enjoy.
I don't know.
Happens, it's not our choice.
I don't know. I do know that we need to build an intercontinental defense, coast to coast, ocean to ocean.
It's not gonna work. Once they decide to torch up the earth, it's gone, that's it.
I still believe we can do it, see, because we got all the mountains, we can build bunkers, see? We can build bunkers. If you are willing to do some volunteering, you look like you can handle some shovels. We can start with the volunteering and start shoveling right there, that mountain. We can put a little bit of digging in and we can build bunkers.
It's better to head north.
There are solutions. I'm thinking of an intercontinental ballistic missiles to build it coast to coast, you know?
Americans thought about this, but listen, if they decide to torch up the earth, there's nothing you can do. It's a matter of 2-3 days, we're all gone.
Nice talking to you, man.
Take care.
Make love tonight. Anyways, kind of switching from that French. Rock and roll. Good conversation. Good conversations. We go overtime every time and open for business. A little small talk sometimes is good. Fellow citizen. Probably heard some of my rock and roll. Yeah, that's where you're from, right here. Right here, right here. Right here! From the mountain. From Montreal. This is my home in this life, you know. Past life is my home here. And, many past lives, many incarnations. I got love for all universal, but I do not consider myself a member of a diaspora. I'm a North American Canadian. I do not consider myself a member of a diaspora. I do not consider myself a member of a diaspora. I'm a piece of dust. Dragon Army, founded with push-ups and kisses, DGA. That's all I know. Woke up. Here I am, and looking on those beautiful mountains. So we're gonna go drill it, go drill it, go drill it. I feel not. Gotta get it for that X. For that way. I feel good. So that's where we go. I don't want to know nothing about love. Should have told them that I got Asperger's, you know. Asperger's. We don't mean to offend, but sometimes we're direct, you know. Sometimes we're direct, sometimes we're direct and straightforward a little bit. It's an Aspie thing, Asperger's thing, you know. Perhaps didn't want to seem rude, but Asperger's makes me predisposed to those types of conditions, you know, where sometimes I'm direct and straightforward about pretty much about everything that I know. So many things I don't know, but he said no, but I think it's feasible. Start digging. PPP, my theories, and NORAD, citizen integration, and North American Dragon Criminal Rehabilitation Act, North American Integrated Criminal Rehabilitation Act, an essay I started writing 6 years ago. More than seven. North American Rehabilitation Act, North American Criminal Rehabilitation Act, and start digging, you know. Start digging in the mountains and putting all the way and start building those. I have hope. We can do it. Elon Musk, public private partnership, we could build defense to intercept all missiles. If Israel was able with Iran, Israel was able with Iran, we can do it. Let's go for the French now. Pour le français. Et bienvenue, je suis déjà sur la montagne aujourd'hui. Ici, aidez-moi à construire, à bâtir. Bien sûr, avec votre aide et soutien, bâtir le temple de la déesse oubliée à cet étage pour la pleine lune. Avec des activités pour la lune solaire, puis pour l'interprétation des rêves, l'écriture de l'astrologie. Avec la maison du dragon ici. La maison du dragon. La maison du dragon, on va pouvoir le faire. En chambre, j'ai besoin de 3 chambres. Je crédite de millions de bisous et de chatouilles, et puis regarde le papillon en rock-and-roll. Et je vous souhaite, santé bien amour. Ah ouais, à l'entraînement physique, ça fait du bien. Ah ouais, à l'entraînement physique, ça fait du bien avec remerciement. Pour les pompiers, les camionneurs, les chauffeurs d'autobus qui savent dans la neige, il n'y a plus de neige, c'est le printemps, puis des fleurs qui s'allument. Regarde ici, on a déjà des roches pour construire, bâtir le temple de la déesse, oubliez le temple de la déesse, oubliez le temple de la déesse, oubliée à 7 étages pour des activités comme la pleine lune, la célébration de la pleine lune, la nouvelle lune, l'interprétation des rêves, le tarot, puis ici, la maison du dragon, la maison du dragon, la maison du dragon à 3 chambres, étages, et bien sûr une chambre à coucher, une chambre à dormir, une chambre à bain, tourbillon, une chambre à dormir, une chambre à coucher, un bain tourbillon, et que ça soit juste ici, en arrière, qu'il fasse, avec de l'entraînement physique, que ça fasse puis ça mange. Et ça fasse de l'amour. Puis des gens qui s'aiment, qui se tiennent par la main. Soutenez votre aspi avec amnésie rétrograde, qui est pas parfait, loin de la philosophe. À la marche, je vous encourage. C'est lundi. Et la gratitude, on y va avec la gratitude comme toujours. Et la gratitude, mon loyer est payé. J'ai payé mon loyer, j'ai payé ma facture d'électricité. J'ai du café, puis j'ai du thé. Et bien sûr, j'ai la nourriture chez nous, puis go Hydro-Québec, go! Mon électricité, ma facture, je l'ai payé le 1er mai. Aussi avec mon loyer pour le mois de mai, on est le 6 déjà, j'ai même fait dans mon cellulaire, j'ai eu 25 $, puis il me reste à peu près 44 et 50 cents le maximum pour le restant du mois. Mais ça va être serré, mais c'est de la gratitude quand même, puis il faut que je fasse de l'entraînement physique. Puis l'entraînement physique a été dans ma médecine et thérapie de choix, en vous encourageant à faire des pompes, à l'entraînement physique. Et puis j'aime ça voir les gens qui se tiennent par la main, qui fassent l'amour, et qui fassent des pompes, puis l'entraînement physique ici. S'il vous plaît, ne pas polluer, car il y a des lapins. Il y a des lapins ici. Il y a d'autres fleurs, la fleur, le fleur de la faune, il y a des lapins. Et bien sûr, il y a des lapins. Il y a des marmottes. Puis il y a aussi, bien sûr, des éperviers aussi. Des marmottes, des lapins, puis il y a bien sûr des écureuils. Puis de la flore et de la faune. Fait que, s'il vous plaît, ne pas polluer ici, mettez-les ici, dans les vidanges, mettez-les dans le recyclage. Si vous en trouvez, le mettez dans le recyclage. Puis s'il vous plaît, si vous venez ici, c'est comme ma 2e maison ici, la montagne. Ça fait des années que je viens faire l'exercice. Puis je suis ici, je vois un gros papillon, je vois des fleurs jaunes que j'adore. Tellement de fleurs jaunes que je vois aujourd'hui, ça me met de bonne humeur. Genre, puis je suis de bonne humeur quand je m'entraîne. Je suis juste... Maintenant, là, depuis des années que j'ai vécu de temps dur, ayant survécu la COVID, déjà 4 ans, c'était comme la mort, la pestilence, puis la maladie, c'était comme la mort, la pestilence, c'était comme la mort, la pestilence, puis la maladie, la COVID pour moi. Là, ayant survécu, ayant conquis la dépression, et de suicidaire, là, 6 ans et 6 mois, puis bien sûr, en étant ici, je suis sûr ici que je sois en joie, mais stress financier. En ce moment, j'ai un stress financier, mais je suis ouvert pour les affaires. En ce moment, j'ai un stress financier, mais je suis ouvert pour les affaires. En ce moment, la seule chose que j'ai, mais c'est que j'ai un stress financier, en ce moment, j'ai un stress financier. Et bien sûr, le stress financier, bien, le stress financier, mais je vis avec, mais j'ai payé mon loyer, j'ai payé ma facture d'électricité, puis j'ai eu bien des emplois que j'ai aimés durant la COVID, puis avec l'Asperger, c'est une condition neurodivergente, c'est pas une maladie mentale. L'Asperger, ce que j'ai moi-même, je suis aspi, fier aspi, puis arc-en-ciel, votre dragon androgyne 50-50, avec le rock-and-roll que ça la danse, ah ouais. Et bien sûr, l'Asperger, ça fait que j'ai une condition neurologique divergente. C'est pas une maladie mentale, ce n'est pas une maladie mentale, c'est une condition neurodivergente. C'est ça l'Asperger's. Ben, ça fait que je répète des choses. Des fois, je parle des mots trop sophistiqués, des paroles trop sophistiquées, puis des choses, des philosophies, bien sûr, un peu plus adéquates, qui, bien sûr, c'est pas le cas pour, c'est pas, vraiment, c'est du surplus. Des fois, c'est les mots fluents qui sont trop sophistiqués, cosmopolitains, intellectuels. Des fois, c'est, bien sûr, il faut que je simplifie, mais surtout quand je parle de mes obsessions, parce que vous savez, les aspis, on a des intérêts obsessifs. Puis les miens, ben, c'est la géopolitique. Je suis un analyste et théoricien en géopolitique indépendant, puis c'est la géopolitique 24/24. Puis j'ai prévu la situation qui se passe maintenant. j'ai prévu la situation qui se passe maintenant, j'ai prévu la situation qui se passe maintenant en géopolitique, bien longtemps. Là, des années, je l'avais prévu, puis j'ai même la preuve pour le travail que j'ai fait. Puis bien sûr, je suis aussi obsédé par l'entraînement physique, le sport, la danse, c'est mon sport préféré. Je me tasse. Ma tasse du chemin du cycliste. Le cycliste sont en sécurité, puis ici, il faut qu'on fasse le compromis, tu sais. Ma sécurité avec la sienne, puis la mienne, la vôtre, la nôtre, puis ici, les Québécois, Québécoises, de ma famille, dans l'Américain, des fois, on est dysfonctionnel, puis comme je dis, je vais pas, j'avais une discussion avec un chef, monsieur ou madame, je sais pas, pas demander trop de questions, là, blablabla, mais il me disait, tu viens d'où? Mais je suis d'ici, puis c'est mon pays, c'est ma famille, les Québécois, Québécoises, je me sens pas que je me considère pas un membre d'une diaspora. Personnellement, je me considère pas un membre d'une diaspora. Je me considère pas personnellement un membre d'une diaspora. Mais c'est ici chez nous. C'est les Québécois, Québécois, c'est ma famille, puis les Canadiens aussi, puis je vois ça comme ça, même si j'ai vécu des réincarnations dans d'autres vies. Après 1776, j'ai servi 2 fois dans l'armée des États-Unis, puis je suis né plusieurs fois entre 1635 puis 1904, puis 1904, bien sûr, 1904 que j'ai servi dans l'armée des États-Unis après 1776. Et ça me dérange un peu, mais ça me dérange pas que vous pouvez quand même. Mais ça, il faut que ça soit du recyclage. Hey, c'est du bon. Je vais prendre une photo parce que c'est quand même d'ici, là. C'est quelque chose d'ici, de chez nous, l'Amérique du Nord. Puis, oh yeah, yeah. Ouais, ça me donne la joie quand je vois les gens qui s'embrassent, font la couche. Ça me donne joy, you know? Ça me donne la joie hein, que je vois qu'ils se donnent des becs. Là, puis... Anyways, Aspi aussi, des fois je fixe trop les gens, mais c'est un symptôme de l'Asperger, c'est comme ça la projeter trop des gens. Puis... J'aime ça voir des signes d'affection qui se tiennent par la main, puis des câlins, puis qui donnent des bisous. En public, on peut le faire, là. Il y a quand même des choses qu'on peut pas le faire, mais c'est ça que j'aime faire, bien sûr, à moi-même, avec mes amis. De maintenant, les amis avec bénéfice seulement. Prêtez allégeance, les gens, vous êtes famille. Prêtez allégeance, les gens, vous êtes famille. Prêtez allégeance, les gens, vous êtes famille. Puis, that's it, that's all, rock and roll ici. Puis, que je fasse le travail. Puis, je suis en train de travailler avec un ordinateur portable, là. C'est ça que j'ai. Puis, ici, je viens de voir qu'une bière des Great Lakes. Puis les Great Lakes, bien sûr, c'est bien sûr les Great Lakes qu'on a bâti le gros pas des ports, là, qui sont avec le système de barrage, là, qu'on a bâti, que je suis marché, là, en avril, quand c'était là, quand il y a eu, bien sûr, l'anniversaire de 65 ans, là, puis je vais juste prendre en photo, puis je vais recycler, parce que ça peut être avalé par un lapin, fait que ça me dérange pas que vous buvez, je suis prêt d'essayer ça, moi aussi. 6.2, c'est une bière forte, mais c'est une bière du Canada. C'est une bière du Canada. Toronto, Canada, des Great Lakes. Fait que ça en fait du bien parce qu'on a bien des produits de l'Amérique du Nord. Moi, quand je pense local, c'est de l'Amérique du Nord, là, mais... T'sais, comme ceux-là, mais... Je vais leur donner un petit appel, peut-être, pour voir si... Ils veulent faire affaire avec le dragon, tu sais. Ils pourraient peut-être soutenir l'initiative de l'armée du dragon, puis l'armée de la déesse qui danse. Votre artiste, athlète, philosophe, mais ici qu'il y a des responsabilités, obligations additionnelles, parce que là, je suis dans le public, hein. J'ai sorti de chez nous, fait que j'ai des obligations, responsabilités. Puis, tu sais, juste me le dire, des fois, on me ferme la gueule parce que j'ai l'Asperger, puis c'est un autre symptôme. Des fois, on a tendance de parler sur le dessus de l'autre, mais c'est pas comme ça, c'est parce que nous, on communique de cette manière-là, les aspects, puis ça peut nous expresser un des gros problèmes pourquoi j'ai perdu des amis dans ces passées années, peut-être plus années, là, je me suis fait des nouveaux amis, mais je me suis gardé un peu d'amis, mais en me gardant un peu d'amis, mais je me suis gardé quand même un couple d'amis, là. Mais j'ai la gratitude pour aujourd'hui, hein. Parce que je vis au Carpe Diem depuis que je suis mort sur la COVID, puis j'ai payé mon loyer pour le mois de mai, on est le 6, j'ai payé ma facture d'électricité. Go Hydro-Québec, on bâtit d'autres centrales. J'ai bien sûr un peu de fromage qui me reste, du café puis du thé, puis de la gratitude, je vois les gens qui s'entraînent, puis ça me fait toujours du bien en les voyant, puis ici je suis bien quand je suis dans la montagne, tu sais. Quand je suis sur la montagne, je vois des gens, mais qui s'aiment bien sûr, qui font l'entraînement physique, ben, ça fait toujours du bien, ils transpirent, puis ils font bien, puis ils investissent dans le corps. Moi-même, j'ai perdu plus que 77 livres, 77 livres, 77 livres, puis là, je suis rendu à bien été, mais ça a commencé à 6 ans et demi quand j'ai sorti de la dépression. Mais qu'est-ce qui m'a fait sortir de la dépression? Quand j'ai traversé le Canada de côte à côte en 2017, je suis allé à l'ouest, Vancouver, Colombie-Britannique, puis après ça, on est allé à l'est, on est allé à Halifax. Halifax. Je fais appel pour un partenariat public-privé pour financer les gens. Faut que je retourne parce que des fois, les cyclistes, là, ils viennent vite, tu sais. Ils passent vite, en cycliste, en bicyclette, puis ils vont. Fait qu'il faut que je tourne ma tête pour pas me faire cogner par la bicyclette. Pour pas me faire cogner par la bicyclette, là, tu sais. Fait qu'il faut avoir la prudence en public. La prudence. C'est pour ça que je tourne la tête, parce que on sait jamais, tu sais, les freins fonctionnent mal. Si c'est un auto, mais ça peut peser sur l'accélérateur en place. Fait que en public, je suis plus juste un citoyen privé que dans ma grotte. Aujourd'hui, je suis parti plus tard parce que j'avais du lavage à faire, j'ai envoyé des courriels, un peu de travail, puis j'ai écrit un couple de chansons, puis je suis parti plus tard. J'étais dans la marche. Mais quand je viens ici, je me sens bien. Puis ici, j'ai d'autres responsabilités. Hein. J'ai des responsabilités, obligations, puis devoirs qui se rajoutent. C'est plus les mêmes dans mon public. C'est plus les mêmes que mon privé. Hein. Là, en privé, ben, je peux faire des choses que je peux pas faire dans le public. Fait que, des fois, tu sais, j'ai des gestes un peu bizarres, un peu Asperger's. Je suis étrange. C'est l'Asperger's. C'est une condition étrange. Du monde, pas beaucoup de monde qui l'ont, là. 1 sur 300, peut-être moins, là. C'est une minorité. Comme je suis une minorité de LGBTQ, androgyne, pansexuel, ben, parce que j'ai été femme et homme dans une autre vie, plusieurs fois. Fait que là, vous avez la moitié dragon arc-en-ciel, là. Parce que je voulais, je vis avec. Des fois, je me gratte, je vis avec des cicatrices, je vis avec l'amnésie rétrograde. Je m'en souviens des dernières années, je m'en souviens, oui, avoir déménagé, puis j'ai déménagé une meilleure place, à Notre-Dame-de-Grâce de Côte-des-Neiges, c'est mieux pour moi. Puis je suis toujours ouvert pour les affaires, pour la danse, pour faire du rock-and-roll. Puis des amis avec bénéfice seulement, à partir de maintenant, puis à partir de la COVID, des amis avec bénéfice seulement. Prêtez allégeance légion, vous êtes légion. Prêtez allégeance légion, vous êtes famille. Les Québécois, vous êtes famille, on est des fois dysfonctionnels. Ma famille du Québec, des fois, on est dysfonctionnels, là. Il faut juste me dire des fois, ben, tu peux me faire ça, tu peux me faire ci, je vais pouvoir vous aider si je peux, si c'est légal, si ça en fait pas mal, si ça en fait pas mal, bien sûr. Hein. Puis si ça en fait pas mal, tu sais, ça fait mal à personne. Hein. Je peux le faire, je me le dis des fois, je fais la gueule, puis that's all. Parce que les Aspergers, comme on avait parlé avec nos citoyens tantôt, je l'ai dit, mon projet pour la défense de l'Amérique du Nord, il était un peu négatif. Ben, j'ai dit, mais vous, enfin, vous allez pouvoir commencer à creuser pour qu'on fasse la défense, tu sais. Pas pour nous l'Amérique du Nord, là, pour se laisser faire, tu sais. Faut qu'on continue pour les enfants, dans les garderies, tu sais. Faut qu'on lâche pas pour les autres, pour la famille ici. Qu'ils fassent plus d'enfants, qu'ils se nourrissent, qu'ils soient en vie, la vie, la liberté, la sécurité. La liberté, c'est faut que ça soit en sécurité. La liberté, il faut que ça soit en sécurité. La sécurité, il faut que ça soit en sécurité. Et ouais, c'est pour ça. That's it, that's all. C'est pour ça. Tu sais. Et that's it, that's all. Things happen to my animals. Get sick. From the sky. Get sick. And they get bad things. Eh oui, je m'en vais faire le recyclage avec la gratitude. J'aime savoir les gens qui s'entraînent avec le beau loup, tu sais. C'est bien fort de l'entraînement physique, j'en parle, j'en fais des années, tu sais. C'est le temps qu'on finance, tu sais. Financer l'entraînement physique, c'est quelque chose de super important par un partenariat public-privé, tu sais. Par un partenariat public-privé, tu sais. Ça soit. C'est ici que je connais tu sais, pour la défense ici, mon initiative de l'armée du dragon. C'est sur la table, ma trinité de théorie avec la 4e dimension, l'amour, c'est sur la table. La comédie aussi. Des bisous, des chatouilles, des câlins, puis ça prend de la force, ça prend de l'énergie, ça prend du savoir-faire, ça prend aussi de la douceur, là. C'est du doux que ça en prend aussi, là. C'est pas juste la force, la muscle, la violence, l'agressivité, j'en ai moi aussi, là. Mais je fais l'entraînement physique, hein. Puis des fois, tu sais, je suis direct, puis franc, tu sais, franc direct, là. Dans tout ce que je connais, dans des choses que je connais pas, je connais pas. Dans des choses que je connais pas, tu sais. Qu'ils soient dans une autre chose, qu'ils soient dans une autre chose. Mais si j'en connais, qu'est-ce que j'en connais? Ici, du rock-and-roll, la philosophie, puis l'entraînement physique, tu sais. Ici, c'est super important, tu sais. C'est comme le cycle, tu sais. C'est là que ça va. Fait que là, je vais mettre ça dedans. Parce que ça va être au recyclage. Puis il faut que j'ai mon désinfectant les mains. Fait que je sais pas qui l'a touché. Je vais me désinfecter moi-même les mains. That's it, that's all. Je vais me désinfecter les mains avec du désinfectant. La température abaisse un peu, mais peut-être on est dû pour faire une danse. On va aller voir en haut, puis on va aller continuer à expliquer la trinité de théorie, ma théorie de la refusion de la dette, mais je veux juste trouver le désinfectant des mains parce que là, je viens de toucher des choses, puis je viens de toucher à la canette, là, quand même, la canette, ben, je sais pas qui l'a laissé là, mais j'ai peut-être sauvé un lapin, peut-être sauvé un écureuil, peut-être sauvé un écureuil, un lapin, ou le faucon, peut-être sauvé, je sais pas, un lapin, écureuil, ou bien sûr d'autres choses, d'autres animaux, hein. Écureuil, marmotte, ça a été mangé, puis ça a été... fait que... Ça, c'est du désinfectant du Canada. Let's go, 10 secondes. Ah, c'est froid. 10, 9, 8, 8, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On y va. Encore 3, 2, 1. On s'est désinfecté les mains parce que je ne sais pas l'hygiène publique. Puis une de mes autres obsessions avec l'Asperger's, ben, c'est l'hygiène en public. Tu sais, chez nous, je me salis moi-même, mais je me nettoie, puis il faut toujours que je fasse du nettoyage, moi aussi, du nettoyage. Tu sais. C'est du nettoyage, puis c'est toujours une affaire qu'il faut qu'on fasse. Tu sais. Puis la gratitude. Il faut avoir la gratitude, je trouve. Tu sais, la sécurité alimentaire commence avec les fermiers, les travailleurs publics, les aqueducs, les infirmières, tous ceux qui s'en occupent des services. Chez nous, pour ramasser les poubelles, le compostage. Tu sais. Moi, je suis un philosophe, puis je médite toujours. Je fais toujours la méditation en étant aspi aussi, philosophe, artiste. C'est quelque chose que moi je médite. Je fais de la méditation constante, constamment. Ben, c'est une méditation. Et là, je vais discuter la théorie de la dette, la TRD, la théorie de la dette. On va discuter la TRD, puis on va peut-être faire une danse parce que lundi, commencer avec une danse, mais une danse, il n'y a pas de soleil. Donc, je voulais me faire la danse dans le soleil, là, mais on va peut-être aller faire une danse, puis faire comme ça, faire une danse dans le soleil. Hein. Mais on va faire comme ça, tu sais. Il faut qu'on fasse ça. Tiens ça. Et c'est ça, il faut faire une danse, Et that's it, that's all. Puis il faut faire l'amour aussi, faire l'amour, tu sais. Puis il faut faire l'amour comme ça. Puis il faut avoir des fois de la patience. Mais moi-même, tu sais, ça fait des années que je trouve. Puis là, je vais aller par là. Puis on va aller par le côté parce que là, je veux pas. Il y a des gens quand même qui sont venus. Fait, faites bien de venir dans la montagne. Mais bien sûr, moi, j'aime ça y aller par les serpents. On ça par aller par en dedans, tu sais. Toujours du rock&roll, là. Et bien sûr, mes cousines là, qui font l'entraînement physique. Puis ça court à la course. Que ça fasse de l'entraînement physique, bien sûr. Puis que ça fasse, bien sûr, du bon jambon, du bon thon. Ah oui, voyons. Des bidous, puis des boissons, des bidous, petits guidous, avec des autobus et le chauffeur d'autobus, les trains, les chauffeurs d'autobus, les infirmières, ceux qui sont bien sûr à la danse, puis ceux qui font bien sûr l'entraînement physique. Super important pour faire l'entraînement physique. Ça fait du bien, bien sûr, que ça fasse de l'entraînement physique. La théorie de la diffusion de la dette. La TRD. La TRD. C'est quoi la TRD, c'est moi? Théorie, bien sûr, que ça fasse pour l'implémentation de la dette. La théorie de la dette. C'est une théorie, bien sûr, que j'ai faite depuis des années, puis je travaille dessus. Je continue à travailler, bien sûr, puis que ça fasse. Et voilà, les fleurs jaunes ici. Fait que la théorie de la refusion de la dette, la TRD, la TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, c'est quoi? Et maintenant, avant que je l'explique, je vais devoir vous prononcer puis dire comment ça et pourquoi je dis que c'est la seule et unique théorie pour nous sauver de qu'on connaît actuellement dans la crise financière. Fait que, encore une fois, avant de vous parler de la TRD, la théorie de la dette, donc ma théorie, puis ça c'est à cause que j'ai été maudit par l'Asperger, ce qui m'a fait que j'ai des obsessions comme la géopolitique, l'entraînement physique et bien sûr les études de civilisation. Et donc, la TRD, c'est une théorie que j'ai commencé à écrire à peu près plus que 7 ans, et maintenant, en ayant prévu qu'on va être rendu avec les finances publiques, la majorité des gens endettés en dette, comme moi-même, c'est 10 500, mais regardez la crise de la dette publique qu'on vit. Plusieurs pays, mais je parle en tant que Nord-Américain, là, parce que c'est vraiment l'Amérique du Nord que je connais le plus. Alors, je connais pas vraiment ailleurs, mais parce que je vois la télé puis de l'éducation moi-même, mais je suis Nord-Américain, Canadien, Québécois, puis bien d'autres vies antérieures, mais c'est ici, c'est l'île de Montréal, bien sûr, que je me fais le plus. Vous savez, bien des choses, je sais pas. Bien des choses, je suis pas au courant, mais je sais pas. Peut-être la trompe, peut-être maladie, je sais pas. Je sais plus les dernières années avant de déménager, puis tellement de choses que je sais pas. Et voilà. Donc, je vais vous montrer, puis je vais vous parler de la TRD. La TRD, c'est théorie de la refusion de la dette. La TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette. C'est T, théorie, R, refusion de la dette. La théorie de la refusion de la dette. Ma théorie, ça inclut la théorie de l'intégration monétaire. C'est exactement qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait en Europe. En Europe, les Européens, ils se sont mis ensemble, les Allemands, les Français, puis d'autres, les Italiens, puis d'autres pays, puis ils ont créé une nouvelle banque, une banque centrale, puis ils ont créé l'euro, une unité commune. Ça fait commencer, on a commencé les années 50, après la Deuxième Guerre, mais ça a fait bien sûr qu'un commencement, puis ils ont mis, ça fait plus que 25 ans, plusieurs pays ont la même, l'euro. Fait qu'on va faire ma théorie de la dette, ça a la même. La théorie de la dette, théorie de la refusion de la dette, c'est T point, théorie R point, dette, théorie de la refusion de la dette. Et ma théorie, ça inclut, bien sûr, qu'est-ce qu'en fait la théorie d'intégration monétaire. La théorie d'intégration monétaire, la théorie d'intégration monétaire. En Europe, bien sûr. Puis ça va faire la théorie d'intégration monétaire. Fait que je traverse maintenant vite. Ici, et regardez, ça c'est les finances publiques. Regardez comment on paye le service de la dette. Dans d'autres mots, le servir la dette, c'est payer l'intérêt. Regardez ça. En 2020-2021, on paye 20,3 milliards. 20,3 milliards, ça a été 9 zéros, c'est 1 000 millions. Fait que 20 000 millions, 300 millions. Ça, c'est des B. Le B, là, c'est milliards. 1 milliard, c'est 9 zéros. C'est 1000 millions, 1 milliard. En 2021, 2020-2021, on paye 20,3 milliards. 20,3 milliards, 20,3 milliards, 20,3 milliards. Et bien sûr, en 2023-2024, on paye 46,5 milliards. 46,5 milliards, 46,5 milliards. Ça a plus que doublé. Double 20,3 fois 2, ça aurait été 40,6. Là, c'est rendu 46,5 en 2023-2024. Cette année, l'année fiscale. Ça, c'est les chiffres officiels, vous pouvez voir, ça, c'était pris en 22 novembre, cette photo-là. 2023, l'année passée, il y a un couple de mois, ça. Même pas 6 mois de ça, là. Puis ça, c'est par CBC, puis ça, c'est les chiffres officiels de la Banque du Canada, là. La Banque fédérale, là. Quand on a l'argent, on n'a pas de banque au Québec, on n'a pas de banque québécoise, on a une banque fédérale, c'est l'argent, c'est fédéral. Ben, on a des taxes provinciales, tout ça, je ne vais pas commencer à rentrer dessus, mais j'en prends toujours, mais je sais que la TRD, c'est la seule solution pour le Canadien, pour le Québec, pour le Canada, puis pour l'Amérique du Nord. On va faire en Amérique du Nord exactement ce qu'ils ont fait en Europe. On va créer une nouvelle monnaie avec la TRD. Parce que ma TRD, ça inclut la théorie d'intégration monétaire, mais cher, il n'y a pas d'autre solution. C'est la solution. Vous avez vu comment en 3 ans, bien sûr, il faut prendre en considération la situation d'urgence de la COVID, que je l'ai eu moi-même en 2020, en février-mars, puis j'ai failli mourir, je suis mort, j'étais comme mort, je suis mort, je venais savoir. je sais pas, je suis mort de la COVID, puis je suis en train de renaître. Genre arc-en-ciel, philosophe, artiste, athlète, philosophe, artiste, athlète, un philosophe, artiste, athlète et analyste et théoricien en géopolitique. Ça, c'est mes obsessions, puis j'ai été maudit par l'Asperger's, mais c'est en fait que j'ai étudié, mais ça, c'est des étudiés comme en tant que docteur du peuple. Ça, on va être à l'université de moi-même, puis beaucoup de bibliothèques, bien sûr, puis avec l'Asperger's, mais c'est ça, ça donne la théorie de la refusion de la dette, pour moi, pour vous, pour nous autres. Pas juste pour moi-même, mais pour moi-même, je veux aussi, je l'avoue, je suis pas totalement altruiste, là. Je suis pas totalement altruiste, je veux quelque chose de mieux pour moi-même, surtout une meilleure place pour pouvoir avoir les portes ouvertes, publier mes livres d'enfants, puis faire de l'écriture, puis bien sûr d'autres choses, puis voir d'autres choses dans l'amour, puis faire plus d'amour en arc-en-ciel. Mais anyways, la théorie, la refusion de la dette, la TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette, la théorie R, refusion de la dette. La TRD, ça inclut la théorie d'intégration monétaire. La théorie d'intégration monétaire, c'est exactement qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait en Europe. Donc, ma théorie, ça inclut la théorie d'intégration monétaire. Donc, c'est quoi la théorie de la refusion de la dette? On va prendre toute la dette publique, privée. Ma dette privée en tant que citoyen privé, de la loi arc-en-ciel, c'est 10 500 $. Mon 10 500 $, le vôtre, le mien, le sien, on va ramasser toute la dette publique-privée. Avec cet argent-là, vu que la devise des États-Unis, le dollar états-unien, c'est encore la monnaie de change pour le commerce global, les finances internationales, et bien sûr, les échanges du monde, puis tout l'import-export, les finances du monde, l'import-export, puis le commerce global. Et bien sûr, le tourisme aussi, c'est encore la monnaie numéro 1. Ça a été changé un peu, il y a eu quand même des challengers, je peux dire, là, qui ont été bien sûr cons, mais c'est quand même la devise numéro 1. Fait qu'on va prendre toute la dette. Ma dette, votre dette, la mienne et la tienne et la sienne. On va la prendre ensemble, bien sûr, et on va mettre toute cette dette-là, on va la faire la conversion en argent et devise des États-Unis. Bon, parce qu'avec les États-Unis, on va ramasser ensemble. Toute la dette publique-privée, ça va être en milliards, bien sûr. On va me tasser pour qu'ils viennent avec... s'ils veulent s'en aller par là-bas. Hein. Anyways, fait que prendre toute la dette publique-privée, puis que ça soit bien sûr dans une dette qu'on fasse bien sûr la refusion. On va prendre toute la dette publique-privée, toute la dette publique-privée, toute la dette publique-privée, puis on va faire un ramassage en des milliards. Fait que tout ça, ça va fonder l'argent initial pour une nouvelle banque, comme ils ont fait en Europe. Ils ont dû créer une nouvelle banque, soit une monnaie internationale, une globale, qu'ils ont fait avec les Européens. Ils ont fait une nouvelle monnaie qui s'appelle l'euro. On va faire semblant, mais avec la théorie de la refusion de la dette. Donc, encore une fois, on va prendre toute la dette publique-privée. Ce chiffre-là, ça va être un chiffre de milliards. On va mettre un taux d'intérêt de 10% maximum. Et bien sûr, ça peut être moins, 3,33, 7,18 ou 9,3 ou quoi que ce soit, mais bas de 10, moins de 10, par principe. Et la TRD. Donc, on va faire tout ça. La TRD, toute la dette publique-privée, ça va être l'argent initial de cette nouvelle banque, bien sûr. Tout l'argent de cette nouvelle banque. Cette nouvelle banque peut avoir une banque centrale du monde avec le banque international. Ça peut faire avec les transcontinentales, transatlantiques avec les Européens parce qu'on a les moyens technologiques. Et c'est pour ça que je fais appel à mon frère Scorpion, Bill Gates, Facebook, par ce partenariat public-privé parce que fondamentalement, mon rêve, c'est fondamentalement un appel pour ce partenariat public-privé qui inclut l'implémentation de ma théorie. La TRD, théorie de la refusion de la dette. Donc, prendre toute la dette public-privé, ma dette de 10 500 $, ma dette de 10 500 $, ma dette de 10 500 $, la mienne, la vôtre, la nôtre. Toute cette dette-là, on va la mettre ensemble, convertie de la devise des États-Unis en argent des États-Unis, convertie dans cette devise-là. On va faire toute cette devise-là, puis bien sûr, tout l'argent initial, ça va fonder une nouvelle banque. On va faire une nouvelle monnaie, comme qu'ils ont fait en Europe, l'euro, on va créer le UI. UI, c'est pour unité échange universel, c'est pour l'unité d'échange universel, c'est unité d'échange universel, U point unité, E point échange, U point universel, U point unité, E point échange, U point universel. Unité, échange universel. Donc, ça va être égal au dollar américain. On va mettre le taux d'intérêt de 10% maximum. Puis, on va bien sûr faire... on va finir avec l'inflation par faisant un gel. On va faire un gel des prix du beurre, prix du pain, prix du fromage, et ainsi de suite. Une standardisation des prix. Avec tout cet argent-là, on va pouvoir reconstruire l'infrastructure des parcs. On va pouvoir financer les gens à faire de l'entraînement physique. Ce que je fais, ça fait des années que je fais à du monde qui se fasse l'entraînement physique, que ça fasse de l'entraînement physique. On va pouvoir le financer par ce partenariat public-privé. On va pouvoir rebâtir des centrales, des ponts et des choses comme ça. Puis je suis toujours en méditation de civilisation, comme j'ai parlé avec mon citoyen un peu. Puis avec l'Asperger's, des fois, je suis un peu franc puis direct un peu. Fait que faut que je fasse attention des fois, tu sais, pour pas offenser. Puis je suis un centriste, juste me le dire, puis je vais faire attention. Mais je me le dis, juste me le dire. Je suis pas difficile, juste me le dire. Si je vous offense, juste me le dire, puis je me ferme la gueule, puis je parle d'autre chose, puis tout ça, mais tu sais, je peux me foutre une claque moi-même, là, je suis pas parfait, pas pour être un tyran, là, pas pour être un tyran, quoi que ce soit, là, tu sais, je veux pas ça, je veux rien savoir de ça, là. Je veux rien savoir de ça. Je suis citoyen, philosophe, artiste, athlète, qui a en ce moment, paradoxe, l'Asperger's et tout, l'amnésie rétrograde, puis j'ai les réponses. Pas toutes les réponses, mais j'ai quand même des solutions parce que la TRD, théorie de la révision, c'est la seule solution. Il n'y a pas d'autre solution. Vous pouvez dire de la gauche, la droite, du centre, la gauche, la droite, du centre, la gauche, la droite, du centre. La TRD, par un PPP centriste, c'est la seule option maintenant qu'on est rendu. Vous avez vu, ça a plus que doublé, juste payer l'intérêt sur la dette. On est rendu à une catastrophe pour payer le service public, là. Ramassage des poubelles, du compostage. Là. Merci pour le ramassage des poubelles, du compostage. Merci pour le du compostage, des poubelles. Hey, c'est des services. La propriété de la sanitation nord-américaine, la publique, hein, c'est les publics. Je les admire, c'est quand même des athlètes. Ils montent sur le char, puis bien sûr, ils montent sur le char, puis ils mettent ça des vidanges, puis le recyclage, et le vidange. Puis moi, j'ai aussi le compostage, puis j'ai travaillé sur le compostage. Dans une couple d'années, mais j'ai eu un contrat un couple de mois, mais ça a fait plaisir de le faire. Fait que la théorie de la refusion de la dette, on va pouvoir créer les deux institutions de partenariat public-privé, l'armée du dragon, Citoyen intégré, faire des complexes pour la défense intersatellite, interstellaire, pour l'interception des missiles intercontinentaux, pour faire des missiles intercontinentaux. On va pouvoir faire le NORAD de l'armée du dragon, l'initiative, faire une défense de côte à côte, parce qu'il y a des missiles qui peuvent se rendre jusqu'ici. Fait que c'est une défense, une sécurité pour l'assurance de la prospérité, puis la liberté, puis l'encouragement pour la santé des citoyens. Fonder, faire plus de culture, bien sûr, et plus de culture, et bien sûr cultiver, faire le nettoyage, tu sais, le nettoyage écologique. Ça en prend. C'est du travail à faire, du nettoyage écolo. Du nettoyage écolo ici, partout en Amérique du Nord, faire des plantations avec cet argent-là, la TRD, on va pouvoir faire un partenariat public-privé, on va pouvoir financer d'autres aqueducs, plus de ponts, puis rebâtir l'infrastructure, puis faire même une nouvelle infrastructure électrique, des trains Canada-États-Unis-Mexique, train Canada-États-Unis-Mexique, train Canada-États-Unis-Mexique. Donc c'est ça la TRD, la théorie de la refusion de la dette pour la création de l'UI, du dragon, la TRD, du dragon, la TRD. La TRD, du dragon, la TRD. Ben, méchant, il faut le faire. En Amérique du Nord, si les Européens ont fait, on va pouvoir le faire ici. Là. On va pouvoir le faire ici, si les Européens ont fait. C'est un rêve, mais il faut prendre la philosophie, puis il faut prendre mon Asperger's aussi, puis la malédiction. J'ai perdu beaucoup d'amis, j'en ai fait 7 plus 1, 8 ans. Là. Mais je fais des amis avec bénéfice. C'est prêter allégeance à les gens, vous êtes famille. Prêter allégeance à les gens, vous êtes famille. Prêtez allégeance. Les gens, vous êtes famille. Si vous me parlez pas d'amour, vous ne rien savoir, l'entraînement physique, la danse. Puis le rêve du dragon arc-en-ciel, puis le rêve du dragon arc-en-ciel. Et puis ici, je commence, je sais pas, c'est ça les réponses, c'est ça que j'ai pour avec la table des bisous, des câlins puis des chatouilles, ben c'est ça, that's it, that's all, philosophe, artiste, athlète, puis ici je veux bâtir le temple de la déesse oubliée avec la maison du dragon. Here again, we want to build the forgotten goddess temple, with the house of the dragon, forgotten goddess temple, kisses, stickles, got with it. Gotta get a little bit of that hydration and a little bit of that hydration. I gotta get a little bit of sunlight, sunlights. Let's go for the sky high. Now we're gonna go towards, I just want to stretch a little bit and I'll get a little bit of stretch. Gotta get a little bit of that stretch, man. Let's go, stretch. Getting a little bit of that sunny. We can stretch, we can go hydrate, and it's super important to get that hydration, man. But I gotta get a little bit of hydration myself, so it's always good, and just gotta get a little bit here, you know. So people are on that workout, and we gotta work out, and we gotta train, and we gotta get that exercise, man. See here, you can work out with logs. You can work out with those. On peut faire l'entraînement avec ça, des briques, mais faut pas traverser. You don't have to traverse there because we got what's called a clôture, you know. This is a clôture. So this is like it's a fence. Clôture, it's a fence. Plantation zone right there, see? Yeah. Rock and roll time every time. For the butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, I salute. Pour les fermiers du rock and roll bilingue, je salue les infirmières, l'Hydro-Québec, ah ouais, les mains dans les airs. Paix de la belle province, que ça fasse une autre chanson, zone de plantation, let's go. Pour la flore et pour la faune, pour l'endroit d'ici. Eh oui, ah ouais, les mains, pour le bleu ciel comme il faut, le soleil, ça danse nouveau. Une nouvelle lumière, la naissance de la belle province de la côte à côte. Gotta get that new light from the coast and for the west, for the east and for the doves. For the screams and for the loves, for the scream and for the doves. Please don't pollute and got it good. Got it good up in pollute, got it good up in the lewd, got to get up in the Louvre. Pyramids and pyramid, pyramids and pyramid, pyramids and pyramid. As the sun is always shining, le peuple le soleil s'abrit, comme toujours, belle province. Quand il se couche puis il se lève, when it goes up in the sun. Sun up in the sunshine, that it is, and that's the one. Up in sun, up in the land, gotta check the time though. Time is always, sun is always shining, always right now, eh? Le soleil se brille toujours, puis se couche toujours, puis se lève toujours, le soleil se brille toujours, puis se couche toujours, puis se couche toujours, puis se lève. Il y a toujours un lever, puis un coucher du soleil. There's always a sunset and a sunset, and a sunset and a sunrise. 6:34, 6:34, 6:34, 6:34, 6 et 34, 6 et 34, 6 et 34, sister 34. So that's what we're gonna go do. That's what we're gonna go do. We're gonna get it on the X, get it on the Y, you know. So, you know how we're gonna go drilling on the mountain. Saluting the bakers, the butchers, the bakers, the nurses for women's sports leagues, rocks, and I get that 50-50 androgynous. Aujourd'hui, un spécial pour le sport féminin, spécial pour le sport féminin, puis l'équipe d'hockey financière, bien sûr, l'équipe d'hockey féminine, l'équipe de hockey feminine, you know. Sports gotta get down Montreal, man. Gotta salute. I hope we win. Hope we'll get the Stanley Cup back to Canada also, but Montreal hockey team, women's PWHL, Professional Women's Hockey League rocks. They're as good as the men. Sont bons, la Ligue de hockey féminin, les 6 équipes, sont bonnes comme les hommes. Puis moi, je financerai, maintenant je suis en dette, mais on va pouvoir financer plus d'entraînement physique avec la théorie de la diffusion de la dette. With the TRD, we're going to be able to finance, because that's what money does, gonna enable us. Enable us to get those drills. Go. Let's go, get that drill, work out in the body. Investir dans le score comme qu'il faut, on fait bien. Doing that good, man, that's what I like to see. People working out, training and exercising. We gotta get overtime here. You know, they're going on that vlog, going on that jog, getting that 7 kilometers, getting that sweat, looking good, investing in the body. On a investi dans le corps, puis on fait de l'entraînement physique. So we're gonna get it on that X. Look at that butterfly, almost get my eyes, man. And here we gotta stay on the right, just like driving, fellow citizens. I don't mind you drinking, but I hope you put it in the recycling. J'espère qu'ils vont mettre dans le recyclage, ça me dérange pas qu'ils boivent, mais c'est important de mettre ça dans le recyclage parce que c'est des canettes, tu sais. It's cans, and of course we gotta get it on the cans and get it on the X, you know. So it's YZ, so that's what we gotta do. And we gotta do on that X, on that Y, you know. So we gotta do on that X. And we gotta do on that Y, on that Y. And right here, many past lives, many incarnations, plus de réincarnation, plus de famille on the project, man. We got a lot of work to do here, especially starts with some fitness, you know. Ça commence avec l'entraînement physique. You know, we gotta get on that drill, man. Sometimes we gotta get soft. And we gotta get it on that X. Go, go, go. Get a little bit on that X, you know, so we gotta get it on the Y, you know, so we gotta get it on the now, man. See? There you go. Imagine those, I cannot move those rocks, but they could be something we can move them with, I guess. We can always do push-ups there, you know. So we get it on the go, we get it on the go. You get drill, man. Get NFL football drills, people making that LOV. And you see, you can get it on those mountains there. On those mountains there. I'm gonna get it on that X, that Y, you know. Fucking cool, man. Oh, they closed. I thought it was going to be open. Maybe they closed for some renovations. Here, you can have a coffee. Si vous pouvez avoir du café ici, bien sûr, vous pouvez faire du café. Puis... Mais là, c'est pas ouvert, là, c'est pas ouvert, là, c'est pas ouvert. Okay. Gotta get it on those Canucks, man. Bring the cup to Canada, man. Wearing those Canucks. Maybe I go do a little bit of dance, but I'm going to need to get that hydration and get some of those pics, man. You know, so maybe a little bit, you know. Always up for dancing. Maybe Monday gonna do a little bit of dance. Dance for the farmers, but you dance for the family. Ça fait tout temps, là. Ça fait ça. Ça fait plaisir, ça fait plaisir. Merci à vous. Got a little bit of a priority, fellow Susan, man. You know, it's on the jog, so. Oh yeah. That's a little bit of good hydration. Always like to hydrate. Toujours bon pour la hydratation. Hey, think a little bit of those workout program system. General Integree body training system. Let's go. Gonna go again. Let's go again. We're gonna go again on the other side. Get it on the X. Anybody want here? I can't really because it's security and we gotta get it on that wax, you know. So we gotta get it on that X, man. Get it on get it. We're gonna get it on that X. We're gonna get it on the go. This is how we do go, you know. So love to see people working out, training and exercising, and that's about it. That's all, man. We're gonna get it on the X. There you go. There we go. 21st century, man. Look at our mountains, man. People holding hands, that's what makes me happy. Les gens qui se tiennent par la main, ça rend leur joie quand même. You take a picture of the yellow flowers, man. See here? Gonna get a little bit of embellishment, and it's already got a little bit. So those three are pretty cool, les trois fleurs jaunes. Fait qu'ici, il va en avoir bien des fleurs, puis j'ai hâte que ça soit bien des fleurs. Got a little bit of exciting, you know, to get some flowers right there, man. I love those yellows, man. Thank you, public workers, for those yellow flowers, you know. It's an embellishment, I appreciate it. All that work, labor, North America now, embellissement, you know. Des villes. Je trouve ça, les fleurs jaunes, j'aime ça, man. I gotta take a little bit of pictures, man. Nice, man. I gotta get it on the go. There you go. So you get it on that, man. That's a nice getting a place, man, you know? People having fun, man. That's important, man. See the mountains, the mountains. I'm gonna get it on that X, man. That's it, man. I'll go dance overtime, man. Hydration. Let's see. Oh, shit, it's not working, man. Not working. Well, can we do a little bit of dance, man? Some push-ups. And dans le soleil, we're gonna dance in the sun, man. I gotta get that dance a little bit, you know. That stretch, man. That's it. That's what I like to see, man. You're making that little V. Hugging, man. That's why I dance, you know. People hug a little bit. Ça, je danse. Les gens ils font l'amour. Je ne chante pas. Otherwise, I don't sing. I don't do nothing, man. Right here, man. Dance here, man. The sun right there, man. I can get it. Ready for that dance? People are dancing. Let's go. Put that SUN, man. Gotta get it right here, see? We're gonna get it. What the Okay, here I guess it's good. It's good. Let's get it. What time is it, man? Ready?
I mean, you can always just like walk uphill.
Yeah, you're right.
Mes parents étaient absolument pour voir ce que j'ai fait là-haut. Ah, bah, faut aller. أقول هاي شلون هذا فيلم يرجع؟ يرجع
Everybody still out.
I'm actually embarrassed of that, like, 'cause like one of the cats keep calling. Yeah, he was like,
You have to go on the toe. These boots. Smoking something good? Good for you guys. I like the smell, yeah. I don't like the smell of cigarettes, but the smell of cannabis soothes me. I feel good. Yeah, I usually drink the Uber. It's a public space. Cannabis. I only smoke weekends. Policy. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate that. Real. But Friday after midnight until Sunday at midnight. So if I see you guys Saturday, yeah, Sunday, maybe I'll offer you guys. Like a matchmaker. Sounds like a situation.
الفيو هذا حلو. اي طبعا. لا وقالوا يلا نوقف.
Love you guys. I'm out in the sun. Have a great weekend. See you soon. Try not to sin. Gonna get it in the sun. We're dancing overtime. Some people play. Some people do basketball. Some people play soccer, football. I do basketball. Well, that was nice. A nice little dance. You know? Some people play soccer, football. I dance, man. Most dance. Il y en a qui jouent au soccer, il y en a qui jouent au football. Là. Et moi, c'est la danse. That's how it is, man. Some people play hockey. I can dance for hours, man. C'est la danse pendant des heures, man. Solar. That's the greatest living dancing millennial rainbow poet. Le danseur le plus qui danse le plus. That's what it is, man. Dance overtime, man. Overtime dance. Danse supplémentaire. And now we head towards the sun, man. Towards the sun, my dad went. I'm gonna get it on the go, you know. Just said a little bit of dance, you know. Un peu de danse. Starting Monday a little bit. Pour lundi, tomorrow increase. Today we did what? 31 minutes. 31 minutes, plus. Dancing is my favorite sport. A little bit of warm up, but gotta head back. Cause I've been on the road and I'm on the road a little bit. J'ai sur la route un peu, fait que c'est le temps que je retourne. It's time that I head back, man. I'm back to HQ. And from here to my place, well, it's like another 2 hours a little bit. Jusqu'à chez nous, ben, c'est encore à peu près 2 heures, you know, so. Yeah, man. Yeah. So like, man, people love it a little bit, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Don't need to steal, but that's what I like. Like, boy, y'all give me hope, man. Just hope. And espoir. Give me hope. So I love people making up, man. Tant qu'ils s'aiment, ils fassent l'amour, man. People loving. Got love for me, man. Faites l'amour pour moi aussi, man. You know? That's that love, man. That's that love, you know? And if y'all do loving for me good, man. I don't mean to stare, but I got Asperger's, you know? But Asperger's un peu, you know? So. Pas retirer trop, mais c'est ça que ça fasse, man, ça. J'ai dit, ben, j'aime ça faire le matchmaking. I like to matchmake, you know? So. Yeah, man. I'm happy now. I see couples holding hands. I love it. It's them, so I like that, you know? And that's what it is, man. Just LOV. Playing a little rainbow, man. I make love to all of you. Willingly loving, consent. Libre et volontaire, mais je fais l'amour à qui que vous voulez, en arc-en-ciel, hein. Je me le demandais. Pas du tout service. On that service. It's not all about force. It's not all about strength. You get that LOV, man. C'est pas toute la force. Ça prend de l'amour, you know? So now I'm happy. I saw people holding hands, kissing, making out. You're allowed, but if it's children, and you gotta be sensitive a little bit and make a discernment. Il faut discerner aussi parce qu'il y a des choses qu'il ne faut pas faire. Mais allez-y dans le bois, dans le bois, dans le bois, mais je veux quand même vous donner des câlins, des bisous, dans certaines normes. C'est ça que ça me rend joyeux, voir des gens qui s'aiment. That's what makes me happy, man. The love, man. That's what makes me happy. Can't ask everybody to start hugging a bit, you know? Get a little bit of crazy with it. Yeah. It's like so music. Get that. Oh yeah. Shit. Got that good sun, man. Towards the sun we go, you know. Gotta get it towards the sun. That's how we do it. That's how we drill it. That's how we're gonna get it. That's how we're gonna get it on that drill, man. I'm gonna get it on the H, you know. So always grateful, but now I gotta go hydrate again, man. Super important. Hydrate constantly. Hydratation. See, en temps supplémentaire, you know, we go overtime with it. So everybody here on the march danced a little bit. I can always finish up with a little bit of dance here if I go. Since there's a lot of people right here, so I don't mind doing it a little bit of dance somewhere else, you know. So finish up and maybe a little bit of that, dance more right here, man. And do a little bit of dance. Well, we're already did enough dance for today. Tomorrow is another day, the mister knows. We're dying, you know, so we gotta get that D, man, you know. We're gonna get on D, you know, so we gotta get for the sun, you know. So we gotta get on that sun, see? It's very, very sunny now, man. Super sunny. Almost on the sun, you know. We gotta go inside and then drill it in, man. It's for that X, you know, so as we go towards the sun, meditating now that the sun is always rising, always sunny. Le soleil maintenant se lève puis se couche toujours. Il y a toujours un lever puis un coucher du soleil. There's always a sunrise and a sunset. You know? Think about that. That's a deep meditation. C'est une méditation en même profonde parce que le soleil se lève puis il se couche à chaque instant. Every second. So every second, chaque seconde. Every second there is a sunrise and a sunset. So that's constantly happening. Ça se passe toujours. C'est constamment. It's a constant thing. So it's not a one-time thing, but it's always in occurrence, you know? In occurrence, you know? So it's always something that occurs. It occurs now. Every second, ça commence maintenant. À chaque seconde. À chaque seconde, il y a un coucher de soleil. Puis il y a un coucher, tu sais. Il y a un coucher de soleil, puis il y a un coucher de soleil, puis un se lever de soleil. Hey, that's it. Oh yeah, that's a good workout, man. Gotta say my gratitude, you know, it's gratitude 24/7. C'est la gratitude de 24/24, là. You know, 24/7 gratitude. See, those three are nice. 1, 2, 3. Needs a little bit of color though, eh? Bit de couleur là. Bit blanc, bleu, something yellow. Ah, it feels so good. There we are. The water is the most important thing right now, l'hydratation. C'est la plus importante chose à faire maintenant. It's the best thing to do. Gotta get that HYDRAT. Let's get ready. We're gonna get that hydration. We're gonna get it in. 44 seconds. Let's go. Rock and roll. 44 secondes. Yeah. Get ready.